Oh, get ready.
Who are the opponents? And they are the Cowboys.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, the Chiefs there?
No Mahomes.
That's true. So put them aside.
Do a Super Bowl rematch.
I think the Bears, that's the one.
Rams.
Well, it's a Super Bowl rematch. I doubt they'll do that. I doubt they'll do John Harbaugh's first game as a Giant. That's not that big of a deal in terms of Seattle versus the Giants. I think the Bears.
It's either Rams or Bears.
Rams or Bears. But I don't know if
We've seen the division game before.
Well, part of the reason why they put the Cowboys in Philadelphia to start the season, as we heard from the guy who puts the schedule together, the executive in charge in the NFL, Mike North, was that there were so many other compelling matchups because the AFC and the NFC North played one another that they were able to spread things around and put a piece of filet mignon like that on the opening night. I don't know what it is. I would choose the Bears. TJ, who would you choose? The Bears?
I mean, it depends. You want everybody to watch the game?
Okay, I got it. Cowboys.
Clear and obvious.
What do you think?
What
do you think?
I'm going Rams. They played 3 outstanding games this year
Yeah.
with each other.
I like the Rams, too.
But there are some juicy choices.
You might want to introduce the world to Caleb Williams.
Thanks for taking it in the good one. Thanks for taking in this show.
That's the ease at which you get information. You want it, you get it. Like that. Ask your phone. Group chat. Smartphone. You're always connected and informed in real time. No waiting. So if you're diabetic and still using finger sticks to read your blood sugar, what are you waiting for? Knowing your blood sugar levels instantly is important for managing diabetes. Call US Med at 888-665-0696. To learn more about continuous glucose monitors, a real-time instant method to track your blood glucose. US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 1,000 private insurers. And the best part? Call 888-665-0696 and we'll give you a free insurance benefits check today. So call 888-665-0696 today. That's 888-665-0696 and manage your diabetes as easy as...
This is a Pirate Radio Sports Break. I'm Shirley Rhodes. Patriots quarterback Drake May told reporters in a press conference today that he does not need off-season surgery for his right shoulder and that it should heal with rest. May had been dealing with shoulder discomfort during the Super Bowl, revealing that he received a pain-killing injection for the game. May was 27 of 43 for 295 yards with 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and a fumble. He also was the Patriots' leading rusher with 37 yards. In Major League Baseball news, Justin Verlander and the Detroit Tigers have agreed to a 1-year contract. Verlander, who turns 43 next week, returns to the team who drafted him in 2004 and spent 13 seasons there. And coming up on Pirate Radio Live today, we're going to be talking a ton of baseball. Aaron Fitt from D1 Baseball will join us along with Mike Mully. Brian Weingartz from Greenville Little League will be here, as well as former Pirates Brandon Manning, Bryce Williams, and Jennings Hall. This has been a Pirate Radio Sports Break. I'm Shirley Rhodes.
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
This is Caleb Reynolds, lead minister at Eastern Pines Church, and I'd love to invite you to join us this Sunday at 9 and 10:30 at 3380 Portertown Road in Greenville. At Eastern Pines Church, you'll find real people, uplifting worship, and a place where your family can grow in your faith. Come see what God is doing right here in Greenville. We'd love to welcome you home at Eastern Pines Church. Visit easternpineschurch.com for more information.
Church services brought to you by S&K Trapping, East Coast Grading, Gregory Pool, Driven Details, East Coast Access, Cardinal Lock and Key, and rentafishtank.com.
Greenville Motor Company celebrating 40 years serving the automotive needs of Greenville and Eastern Carolina. Here is Greenville Motor Company's Brian Cook.
We have flexible financing options, work great with all credit types to fit the right plan and payment terms you need. We have a friendly, no-pressure sales staff focused on finding the best fit for you.
Greenville Motor Company, locally owned by the Cook family, right across from Greenville Nissan at 1000 Southwest Greenville Boulevard. Go to driveherenow.com. Driven by service, powered by trust, Greenville Motor Company.
Celebrate Mardi Gras now through February 15th at Basil's on Fire Tower Road in Greenville. Basil's new specialty menu is full of great New Orleans flavor like Cajun fried shrimp po' boys, jambalaya, pizza muffaletta, and fried cheesecake. Come by today and every day until February 15th for Mardi Gras food and fun at Basil's. And if you want to order off the regular menu too, that is always available for lunch and dinner. Eat local, drink local at Basil's, your community restaurant and pizzeria on Fire Tower Road in Greenville. Basil's, Pirates supporting pirates.
Are you looking to purchase a new home, or are you considering refinancing your current mortgage? This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Braxton Green, at 526-8260.
Braxton Green, NMLS 222-3878. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender, NMLS 208516.
The NFL's #1 insider and author, Jay Glazer, is coming to Greenville for the 2026 Pirate Radio Leadership Luncheon, March 23rd.
That shame is the thing that really gets a lot of us. That's the part that keeps us in the fetal position under the covers. So I can't wait to share that with all you there, how you can turn mental health into mental wealth. And, our scars are our equity. We got to be proud of those.
Join us and hear how Jay has turned his depression and anxiety into motivation and a Hall of Fame career in the TV business. For more information, contact Mark at pirateradio1250.com. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Clip. Hey, man, good to see you, brother.
We got Jarrett here. Hey, Jarrett. Hey, and we got left side. Strong side.
Y'all are intimidating guys. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are famous. Y'all are celebrity-type guys, and that's intimidating.
Gun. First down, ECU. Spinning free. Still on his feet. Marlon Gunn Jr. He's gone.
How about them Pirates, baby?
You already know, my guy.
Pirate pride, baby. Pirate pride.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Tuesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 online, PR927FM.com. You can find us on the Pirate Radio app powered by Carolina Caliber. Also on YouTube, Pirate Radio TV, dropping a lot of great videos on YouTube. You can hear the interview coming up on this show. If you want a sneak peek, the Aaron Fitt interview is available on YouTube now for you to check out. Also, my chat with Rocky Boyman from yesterday's show, a new edition of the Brandon Golden Show with the Dodgers strength coach. My chat with Parker Bird and the Big Donkey from last week. So a lot of baseball content for you at Pirate Radio TV. And, of course, this program live each and every day from 3 to 6. Be a part of our chat gang. What is on your mind on this Tuesday? We got a lot of guests to get to on today's show. Big baseball show. As we'll talk to Mike Mullis coming up, ESPN Plus analyst for ECU Baseball. He'll join us in about 15 minutes or so. Also in hour number 1, Aaron Fitt, D1 Baseball. Do the Pirates reclaim the top spot in the American, or does it go back to UTSA for the second straight year? He talks about that. The Pirates' chances this year to make another run for a regional, super regional, Omaha, and also looks around big picture at college baseball. Aaron Fitt joining us later on. Also, former Pirate Brandon Manning will join us on the show. A lot of baseball talk coming your way. Also, Jennings Hall will join us, former ECU volleyballer. We got Brian Bailey and also Brian Weingartz from Greenville Little League Baseball. Did I mention Bryce Williams? Slim 80. Bryce Williams on the show as well. So we will be rolling in the guest here on a Tuesday. Packed house as well. Shirley Rhodes is here. We got intern Avery. We got intern Josiah. We got the Jackman Jackson. Mark's hanging out. Zach's here. And to my left, big time, Jared Watkins, a.k.a. J-Bone, a.k.a. Littlefinger, a.k.a. the little guy, a.k.a. Doug In. What's up, J-Bone?
Nothing much, man. What's up with you?
Just celebrating a friend's birthday.
Who?
That would be one Jarrett Watkins. It is his big day. So let's go ahead and kick it off with a little happy birthday. And if anyone has a gift they would like to bring Jarrett Watkins, now would be the time to do that. But I'll sing this baby right now. A 1, a 2, a 3. Happy birthday to you. I wish more people were chiming in. Happy birthday to you. Would love somebody else to sing. Happy birthday, dear J-Bone. Happy birthday to you. There you go, Jarrett. We have a gift from Shirley Rhodes, but we'll all take credit for it, even though she went and paid for it and brought it here.
It's not a case of beer.
A live unboxing. Don't shake it like that. It could be a live animal. Anybody got a pair of scissors? Anybody got a pocket knife? Anybody got a razor blade?
I got keys.
I got keys coming from overseas. Cost the brother 300 G's. All right. Jarrett digging into his box. What's in the box? Get on in that box, boy. It's a brand new lid.
Well, daggone, man.
From his favorite NBA team. Customized.
Custom made. Head to toe, Jack.
With J-Bone on the side, a Charlotte Hornets hat for his birthday.
Man.
Jarrett, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking, thank y'all. That's what I'm thinking. I don't have a lot of words.
Well, again, it's all Shirley.
Well, thank you, Shirley. This means a lot.
Thank you.
You're welcome, J-Bone.
Thank you.
I didn't even get her another for her birthday.
That's all right, Shirley. Shirley.
She's got one more coming around, I'm pretty sure.
Shirley and Mark are the MVP birthday people here at Pirate Radio. Shirley with the awesome Hornets hat, and Mark.
Nothing Bunt Cakes.
Nothing Bunt Cakes has dropped off. A fantastic spread of bunt cakes that I am really excited to dig into during the break. Jarrett putting on the hat. Oh, the perfect fit. It's like Cinderella's shoe.
Oh, man. And how about it? I mean, bunch of Warriors last night, man.
Not from Golden State, but from Charlotte. I chuckled during the Open because all I've seen on TV today is Moussa Diabate, Miles Bridges, Isaiah Stewart, and Duran.
Yeah.
Throwing haymakers at each other.
Yeah.
From last night's game.
I was watching the whole thing, saw the amazing Sion James half-court buzzer beater at the end of the first quarter, and then my buddy Chance I'm watching it on my phone because I couldn't get it on the TV for some reason, and he texted, he's like, "You're watching, right?" And I must have been a little behind. And then I see Moussa foul Jalen Duran, and then I see him go head-to-head, and then a slap, a face mush, and Jaylen Brown said it best on his live stream of the game. If another man does that to you, somebody's got to die. And by God, if Moussa Diabate didn't have red in his eyes, he was going to kill Jalen Duran. And then the bum thug that Isaiah Stewart is running off the bench had no business being out there going after Miles Bridges. He's lucky Cade Cunningham got involved, or his ass would have hit the floor and broke his neck.
Jarrett Watkins breaking down the fight last night from the Hive. The Hornets lost the game. It was a very entertaining game.
Yeah, Charles Lee got ejected. Concanipple a 3 after that. Place goes crazy. They storm back to almost win the ball game.
Pick of the bet of the night, Concanipple, 4 threes, hit again. So I might go ahead and lock that in for my dog of the day for tomorrow night's game against the Atlanta Hawks. Well, but Hornets' 9-game win streak comes to an end. But they are on all the shows today for fighting, and it was fun to see them show some fight.
Look, there's a term in wrestling. You know, you didn't win, but you got over. Last night, the Hornets didn't win, but they got over.
They got over.
They're a threat in the East, and the Pistons better be shaking in their boots, not only for future matchups in the regular season, including April 10th when they return to Charlotte, but the playoffs.
Let's check in with the chat gang. Jamie says, "Hey now."
Hey now.
PJ says, "Hey, hey, hey."
Hey, hey, hey.
Jerry says, "Hello." Hello. We are the Pirate Radio Live Chat Gang, loud and proud. Josh says 70 degrees in Wilmington, making me ready for some Pirate baseball.
Oh, yeah.
I just walked out before the show. It was 62 degrees, and I am dressed way too hot. I am wearing shorts tomorrow.
Oh, my God. It was 27 degrees this morning.
Well, yeah, that's true. It was a lot.
I didn't know how to
when I
dress.
left the house. PJ says, happy birthday, J-Bone. Jerry says, happy birthday, J-Bone. Jamie says, don't you look in that box, Doug. Don't
you go look at that box. He did not say that in the entire movie. They re-released that in theaters after like 2 months of you doing that.
I saw the director's cut.
And I was sitting in the theater waiting the whole time to see that part. And I'm like, I walked out. I was like, he doesn't even say it.
Don't you look at the box now, California. California. Susan says, happy birthday, little guy.
Thank you.
The little guy.
The little guy.
Celebrating J-Bone's birthday here on a Tuesday.
Big 2-5.
Also, an anniversary of a very sad day, the passing of the legendary voice, Jeff Charles. And coming up at the end of today's show, make sure you tune in to the last 5 minutes. We have a Jeff Charles montage of some of his calls, some of the things he has said on Pirate Radio, some funny moments, some great moments. So we'll honor the voice at the end of our show today. But we miss him every day. And as I said and have said, a part of the joy of Pirate Athletics left when Jeff Charles left the earth for me. It just hasn't been the same. So we miss him every day here at Pirate Radio for sure, and we'll have a great tribute that Shirley and all of us chipped in a little bit, but Shirley put it together earlier today, so we will hear that coming up at the end of today's show. New Blue Pirate Report, women in action tonight.
Yeah, on the road, Tulane.
Yeah, at Tulane. So they'll try to keep their great season going. Second place right now in the American. Mike Schwartz's team back at it against winless UTSA. UTSA has not won a game in conference play. They've only won 4 games all season.
Yeah, and I didn't know this until we were looking at the stats during one of the breaks of the Brian Bailey show, and he mentioned it on the air. You can go back and check that show out, Pirate Radio TV on YouTube. The stats for East Carolina basketball and UTSA basketball identical.
Shirley, Brian Bailey was looking up stats. Can you have him explain for those that don't know what a stat is?
First of all, stats, of course, is a statistic you can look at.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
I had to help him. He had a tough time finding that on the ESPN app. I was like, click on Pirate Men basketball. He clicked on that. I was like, click on the UTSA game. He went to the one at the end of the month in San Antonio. He's like, well, where's it at? I was like, no, you got to go to the one that's tomorrow.
He didn't know where to look at for the stat.
Yeah.
But once you know where to look at, the stat is a statistic you can look at.
Yeah.
The stats, of course, is a statistic you can look at.
I'm not going to withdraw my guarantee. But seeing that the stats are identical, and I've said that UTSA is the worst basketball team I've watched this year. Oof.
Yeah. I'm going to stand by my Pirates -5.5.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Pirates
Bailey and Jarrett both said 7.5. Going to be a thriller in Minji's Coliseum coming up on Wednesday night. Where's Short? All right, Pirate fans, we need you to pack Minji's. I'm giving the first 1,000 fans $100
nothing
bill.
but cakes.
$100 cash, a Jordan Riley autograph.
Somebody told me that you didn't get the Sup Dogs thing if you left early, so you had to stay the whole time.
Good.
Yeah.
That's what they should do.
And it was a good crowd. Shout out to the people who went.
I heard it was a good crowd, and got off to a good start, but as the boom goes the dynamite guy said, eventually shot down and finished poorly, to use a quote. All right, what else is going on today in the world of sports? We got hockey. Nobody's watching it. Last check, USA women were up on Canada 2-0.
Wow.
Zach, do you have an update? Can you get us a hockey update? See what's going on in the Winter Olympics. Men getting underway on Thursday, I believe, according to Zach Lewis. You don't care?
No, not at all.
Not at all. Not one bit. What do you care about? Your new coach being introduced?
Yeah, Clint Kubiak. I told you before the show went on, I'm a sucker. because every year we have an introductory press conference for a head coach, and every year they're asked, like, what attracted you to just this job? And they're like, man, Silver and Black, historic franchise. Like, this just means more. And I'm like, man, this guy gets it.
Finally, we got a guy that gets it.
Yeah.
Even though the previous guy said that. It's like in college, every coach that gets hired, basketball, football, baseball, says, we're going to recruit local. We're going to dominate, the state, Eastern North Carolina. Every coach says that. Every fan's like, yeah, finally. And it's the same thing.
Clint Kubiak was asked about he's the 6th head coach since they've moved to Las Vegas. And he says, I don't view that as a bad thing. It's kind of a challenge for me. Like, hey, they don't have a lot of patience here. They're willing to move off of me no matter how much money I'm making, no matter how long my deal is. So I got to come out there quick and prove that I belong here. I like that answer. You don't normally get a lot of those answers. Normally it's just a bunch of coach speak rah-rah crap. And that just seemed like a genuine dude answer.
It does not matter what he says.
Nope.
It matters what happens when they take the field. Let's take a break. When we return, we'll get you ready for some Pirate baseball. Mike Mullis joins us on the Turner Home Team Live line. After that, Aaron Fitt. A lot of baseball talk coming up the rest of hour number 1. Back with you after this timeout.
Looking for the perfect getaway? Discover Washington, North Carolina, where small town charm meets waterfront adventure. Stroll along the scenic waterfront, explore unique shops and local restaurants, or kayak the Pamlico River at sunset.
From family fun to romantic escapes, Washington has something for everyone. Plan your next trip today at visitwashingtonnc.com and experience why they call it the original Washington.
Visit us in Washington. Your escape starts here.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
This is Caleb Reynolds, lead minister at Eastern Pines Church, and I'd love to invite you to join us this Sunday at 9 and 10:30 at 3380 Portertown Road in Greenville. At Eastern Pines Church, you'll find real people, uplifting worship, and a place where your family can grow in your faith. Come see what God is doing right here in Greenville. We'd love to welcome you home at Eastern Pines Church. Visit easternpineschurch.com for more information.
Church services brought to you by S&K Trapping, East Coast Grading, Gregory Pool, Driven Details, East Coast Access, Cardinal Lock and Key, and rentafishtank.com.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Greenville Motor Company celebrating 40 years serving the automotive needs of Greenville and Eastern Carolina. Here is Greenville Motor Company's Brian Cook.
We offer service specials and coupons, monthly deals to help you save. We also offer our customers pickup and drop-off services, convenient scheduling for your busy life. We'll help you get the service you need with your busy schedule.
Greenville Motor Company, locally owned by the Cook family, right across from Greenville Nissan at 1000 Southwest Greenville Boulevard. Go to driveherenow.com. Driven by service, powered by trust. Greenville Motor Company.
You've had your new computer a few years now, but lately it's been running super slow, acting strange, and you're worried about viruses and losing data.
This is driving me mad.
Let the experts at University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern professionally diagnose your Mac or PC to see what's really going on. They'll determine the root cause and not just symptoms, so you don't waste money fixing the wrong issues. Call 252-558-1280 for in-store or remote service, or make an appointment online at universitypccare.com.
Planning a special event, whether it's a baby shower, bridal luncheon, birthday party, or even a tailgate at Clark LeClaire Stadium, Chicken Salad Chick has you covered. Their fan favorite mini croissant platters is just one of many options to choose from, perfect for any occasion. With a variety of chicken salad flavors, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Let us do the work while you enjoy the event. Delicious, fresh, and served with a smile. Chicken Salad Chick Catering. Make every event memorable. Visit chickensaladchick.com to place your catering order. Just remember, you pick it up and we'll have it ready to go. Chicken Salad Chick, where every event is a little bit tastier.
This is Isaiah Winstead. You're listening to Power Radio, the voice of the Power Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The NFL's number one insider, Jay Glazer, is coming to Greenville March 22nd and 23rd. Of course, Jay, most known for his work with Fox Sports in the NFL Sunday pregame show that is award-winning. And, of course, he will be attending our 2026 Leadership Luncheon. And in 2022, he released a book. It's called Unbreakable, How I Turned My Depression and Anxiety into Motivation, and you can too. Jay became a voice for many struggling with mental health issues. If you are interested in attending this event, contact Mark at pirateradio1250.com or give us a call at the radio station today. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Jared Watkins admiring his new gift from Shirley Rhodes.
Yeah, it's a nice hat.
It's a nice hat. Loves the name.
It's a free hat.
Free hat. Free hat. Jared, thank you for sharing your nothing bundt cake birthday cakes with us.
Well, see, I come from a broken family, so I got so many people to go see, and everybody's cooking me sweets. So I got like 4 cakes at the house. I don't need to take another box back.
I'm sorry for your family situation.
Free hat! Free hat!
But you got a free hat.
That made it up, man. Hey, your mom and dad don't love each other no more, but here's a free hat.
Free hat! Free hat!
Hey, it's not your fault, though. Okay?
It actually is. They sent me now and said it's all your fault. No, I'm kidding.
All right. Another great birthday with Jared Watkins, also known as J-Bone. When are you leaving?
I'm going to leave about 5 o'clock. Me and my mom are having dinner around 6:15. And then it's off to the local watering hole.
A little hibachi, actually.
Little hibachi.
All right.
Surprise dinner.
Are we ready to go on the Turner Home Team live line? We are not ready. If you are looking to sell your house fast and without making repairs, the Turner Home Team is a local home buying company that buys houses as is. Justin and his team can provide you with a fast cash offer for your house today. Give them a call, 525-4780. We are awaiting Mike Mullis on that Turner Home Team live line. Roger says Jay Glazer has been the longest anticipated and promoted event in Greenville history. And guess what? We got more waiting and more anticipation and more promoting to do.
Mm-hmm.
We now talk to the Mully man a few days ahead of East Carolina and Xavier going at it to open up the 2026 season. Mully, how you doing today, man?
Good, buddy. How are you? Actually, a little better than I thought I would be when we last spoke. I have been dealing with some service issues at my son's house, and the technician came and went, so I was able to slide out, and I'm enjoying the weather at Clark LeClaire Stadium.
It is a beautiful day for baseball. What are they doing out there, Molly? Got some practice going?
Yeah, BP, and I'm going to tell you, man, I see him a lot, and a lot of folks know that. I've spent a lot of time in my little hole over here down the first base line, and the energy today, noticeable amperage change. They are clearly ready for opening day, and you can't beat this weather.
Mully, Aaron Fitt coming up next. I talked about this with him, And since you mentioned BP, and since a lot of guys have talked about it this offseason, I'll ask you, what does Jake Gautreaux mean for this team? We've heard a lot of the guys talk about Coach Goat, and Parker Bird talked about it Friday, just the approach and then kind of something different they'll be bringing to the box this year. Aaron talked about just his name in the college baseball world and how big it is. What kind of impact do you think that'll have on this team?
Yeah, kind of in reverse there, Clip. I mean, for Jake Gautreaux to have landed at East Carolina, man, is a true blessing and an honor to have a guy with his pedigree on the coaching staff. And so back to day one of BP in the fall, man, it was just a noticeable difference. A lot more balls in the air, a lot more SEC-like. Now, none of us are fooling ourselves to think that there's not still going to be the weapon of the sack bunt and the slash that we're used to seeing East Carolina do, especially with a team like theirs that has pretty good team speed top to bottom. So still something that they're going to take advantage of, but I think you kind of get a melting maybe of a little more SEC approach from an offensive standpoint combined with what has kind of become more of a West Coast baseball style with the small ball and all. So, but I will tell you, and I had a chance to talk to a handful of guys too, and I'm like, hey, what's the difference? And they're like, man, just the aggression and kind of what a little bit more of the killer mentality at the plate, trying to really do damage.
Question from Kenny Curlings, and it's on topic. What about the power for this team, Mully? Do the Pirates have the power to go with more aggressive at-bats this year? What do you think the power numbers look like?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely you add the Vogel from Walter State, the JUCO transfer. I think he had 20-plus at Walter State last year. You've got still – I look, and I've said it time and time again on the show, I look for big things out of Boucher, and he has an unlimited amount of power. And then, the Irbies and, Kobe Wallace. And, I mean, top to bottom, I think Burris is going to have, his handful. So I think that the power numbers, or at least the opportunity for him, will be there. But I still, folks – and I'll hear about this, and that's fine. But although all these things are possibilities, there's still so many variables with the roster that don't be surprised to see situationally, again, Cliff go back to manufacture a run when he needs one. And I fully expect this weekend, number one, is going to be a tall order. This Xavier crowd's no joke. Number two, pitching typically dominates hitting early. So I fully expect that we're going to see Coach Godwin and the Pirate club force the issue and maybe play a little more of what we think of as traditional Pirate offense.
Home run leader last year was Dixon Williams, now with the Braves organization with 14. Irby, 12 as a freshman. Colby Wallace had 10 last year. And then a few other returners, Jack Herring with 6. You had Burris with 4. So you've got some guys that are, Herring had 5, Burris with 4. So you had some guys that are returning this year that hit a few, Mully. And I don't know, do you think the number overall goes up home run wise from last year? Or is it going to be pretty much what we typically see?
You know what? I think it's probably not that much of a difference. I do think that there's still going to be more aggression and more hard hit balls, and so that maybe they get in the air, maybe they don't. But does it tick up a little bit? Yeah, maybe. I think the other wild card factor, and why that question might be tough to answer right now, is you look at you got 6 games here in the near future with 2 of the best pitching staffs in the country, so that's going to have some impact. And then you look at the fact, I saw a stat today, I'm sure other folks did too, where the American Athletic Conference is composed of 45% transfers. So,
wow.
What kind of pitching is this Pirate team going to have to face? And I have a feeling that in the world we're in, that the pitching is going to get better. Again, look at what East Carolina's done with their pitching staff. I would venture to a guess, and it's probably not even a guess. I feel pretty confident in saying the power offensive numbers against this pitching staff will be reduced from what we saw last year and even in recent history.
Mully, on the pitching side, how many innings do you expect from a starter over the weekend?
It'll all be counts, so it'll be not necessarily an inning number. but it'll be pitch counts, and a lot of that is affected by how many pitches, what was the effort level in the first inning. So everybody feels like Norby goes Friday. I think that's pretty much set in stone. So let's say Norby goes out and he has a 12-pitch first. That probably buys him into the fifth. If he has a 20-pitch first, it may get him into the fourth. So it's not just going to be an inning count or a pure pitch count. It's going to have a lot to do with how high stress those pitches are and how quickly they can get in and out of the dugout.
Mike Mullis joining us. Mully, this offseason you've talked about you love where the pitching is. You think the hitting will be improved with Jake Gautreaux. How about defensively? Usually year in, year out, Jeff Palumbo and Coach Godwin have these guys playing great defense. I would say maybe a little shaky last year compared to the standard we're used to. But how about what you think will be in the field personnel-wise defensively for ECU this year?
Well, the big positions, and really one more than others, we're losing or lost arguably the best defensive center fielder that anybody's seen in a long time in Riley Johnson. So you go, there's plenty of very capable bodies. Alec Peltier probably see some time out there. We'll be surprised to see Burris. You've got Sabater, who came in from Division II Millersville, who, by the way, is just a demon on the base pass. Really plush runner, a plus defender. So, you've got options at center, and then obviously the next position, shortstop. And, well documented Boucher's challenges there last year, and I think he's probably freed up a little bit mentally from an offensive standpoint, knowing that he won't play there as much this year. Wouldn't be surprised to see him in there some. But I do think Lashley, the JUCO transfer out of Florida, along with Carlos Chacon from USF. Both of those guys are, capable or more than capable guys of playing shortstop. I think two different, very, very different styles. Lashley is a guy that was the defensive player of the year in his conference and again in JUCO down in Florida. The one thing that does really travel well from junior college baseball is defense. It's hard to project what a hitter may do because obviously the pitching consistency at this level is going to be better, but the defense typically travels. So I expect that Lashley's probably the guy that's in there at least late innings, to kind of shore up a win. But it wouldn't surprise me to see he or Carlos either one out there, and both of them bring different styles and will be fun to watch. So Burris probably gets the nod at second early, and then, your corners are pretty solid with Colby Wallace and obviously with Irby at first. And corner outfield spots, man, the nice part with this Clip, I think it can be, hey, we need to play a lot of great defense because we need to win a 3-1 game, or we can go offense on the corners and just outbang them. So lots of options with this club. The Lanahan freshman, I mean, he is a good-looking player, man, and I expect he's probably in the opening day lineup. He's been certainly a standout in the early part of the season. So lots of moving parts for these guys. That to me will be the game inside the game, is seeing how Cliff Godwin and staff manage all that. And we've always seen him play matchups, and now he's got a lot of pieces to work with.
All right, Mully, I'm glad Friday's approaching because I'm excited about baseball, but also I think we've previewed this thing to death at this point. Like, is there anything we haven't talked about with this team, Mully, that will be a factor this year? Any intangibles?
It's hard. Intangibles by the definition can be, somewhat difficult to discuss. I think at the end of the day, Clip is going to be, and it's been fairly well talked about, and we've talked about it. There were some struggles in the fall when this team went on the road and faced other teams. Yeah. I think part of that is, you're trying to figure out, okay, when you're at practice and you're inter squad, then everybody's going to play, right? Like you got to have bodies out there. But when you have to pick 9 to go out and compete, that puts a little more pressure because you know that the guy behind you is pretty good, right? So if you don't have success, this is a results-oriented business. So, it'll be interesting to see how that part of it's managed, and then see just how guys stay in the game and, too, with what's going on and prepared for their roles, because there will have to be a lot of role players when you have a roster as deep as this one.
Brian Bailey talked to the Xavier coach earlier today. Check that out on the Brian Bailey Show. And, even Aaron Fitt will talk about this, and Stephen Schock, last week. It's getting harder and harder to know what each team has going into each year. So have you been able to do some research on Xavier? Or are you going to kind of find out what they are game one coming up Friday?
Oh, no, buddy. They've got two offensive players, an outfielder and first baseman, that are kind of their bells of the ball. The first baseman is by some been picked as the preseason conference player of the year for the Big East. Both are picked in the All-American teams the All-Conference teams. And, their Friday night guy, I may be butchering his name right now. I got to get the pronunciation guy, but I think it's Pai. She's the guy that gives them a chance on the bump, and they've added some arms through the portal and different things. But I tell you what, they're battle-tested, and they do return some pretty key pieces. The first baseman, he's not your typical, like, drive the ball out of the ballpark first baseman, but, boy, he barrels it at a high volume, and I don't think he had but like maybe 5 or 6 home runs last year. The number escapes me, but hit at a high clip and was a unanimous pick. So, and you're talking about a team that played the number 5 schedule in the world, or in the in the NCAA last year, and this year no different. Man, they're going to come in here and play, and then turn around. They've got Louisville and Arkansas and Oregon State and Oregon and Michigan down the line, and they open conference with UConn. So this team's not going to be scared. You could tell philosophically their theory is, even if we don't win the conference, we want to win enough games with a high RPI to give them a chance at the postseason. And I don't think that's a recipe that's unfamiliar to any Pirate fans, because obviously we've all lived that.
Yeah, Bailey ran down their schedule. It is quite a gauntlet for the Musketeers. Mully, you on the call for 3 this weekend?
Well, right now we don't know. Right now, Friday, Saturday is the schedule. If obviously anybody that looks at the forecast sees that Sunday looks like it could be some rain throughout the day. So there's already been some kind of preliminary conversations about playing a doubleheader on Saturday. If they do that, we will do both games on Saturday and the Friday night game. If the game goes Sunday, we'll do Friday night, Saturday night, or Friday, Saturday. And I'll be like everybody else. I'll be out here as a fan on Sunday.
Good deal. Mully, thanks for joining us. Have a great call this weekend, and we'll talk to you next week.
Sounds good, buddy.
The Mully Man, Mike Mullis, joining us on the Turner Home Team Live Line. Got some baseball talk there. Got more baseball talk on the way with Aaron Fitt from D1 Baseball when we return. Pirate Radio Live, Hour 1 rolls on after this.
If you're looking to make someone's day a little sweeter, Nothing Bundt Cakes has the perfect treat. From our bite-sized buntinis to our delicious 8 and 10-inch Bundt Cakes, every cake is baked fresh daily and topped with our signature cream cheese frosting. Birthdays, celebrations, office treats, or just because. There's always a reason for a Bundt Cake. Come see us in Greenville in the Law Promenade Shopping Center near Longhorn, and let us help you share a little joy, one bunt at a time. Nothing Bundt Cakes. Make life a little sweeter every day.
Doug Henry of Greenville is your premier used car dealership with over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily to take care of all your needs. Doug Henry offers the best selection of used cars around, and it's easy to find right on the corner of Greenwood Boulevard and Memorial Drive. You can also find them at DougHenryofGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price. Doug Henry of Greenville.
Enjoy the warm air circulating moments after you turn up the heat. Precise control of cooking temperatures. Enough hot water on demand for everyone's shower. The instant glow of warmth when you turn on your fireplace or fire pit. Never having to change a gas tank on your outdoor grill. Experience the affordable luxury of natural gas. Find out more at GUC.com.
It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can Series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Carolina Eagle Distributing is celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. For 150 years, Budweiser has been the heart of America beer culture, bringing people together across generations. Cheers to 150 years. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon is delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue, electric, plumbing, and air.
Dwarfinators! Mount up! That's right, the Dwarfinators are coming to the Buccaneer Music Hall February 16th. It's the Little Giants taking on the Tiny Titans with death-defying maneuvers, high-flying aerials. This is an event you will not want to miss. Get your tickets now at Dwarfinators.com. That's February 16th at 8 p.m. The Extreme Dwarfinators Wrestling Crew will hit the ring at the Buccaneer Music Hall. Get your tickets now, Dwarfinators.com.
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, Pirates supporting pirates.
This is Parker Bird from ECU Baseball, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Looking for a great meal in the heart of downtown Greenville? Come on down to 5th Street Hardware and Tap Room. Whether you're craving a juicy burger, a fresh seafood basket, or a tasty sandwich or wrap, they've got something for everyone. Grab a bite with friends, or relax on the patio and enjoy the cozy, welcoming atmosphere. The next time you're in downtown Greenville, make it a point to visit 5th Street Hardware in downtown Greenville, right beside the State Theater. Great food, great company. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's your host, Clip Rock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Shirley, can you give me an update? I know you texted me while we were on with Mully. 16 minutes ago, it was USA 2. Canada 0 in the women's hockey going on in the Olympics. What do we got now?
They were at the last check when I sent you that text. They were up,
intermission.
Yeah, they were in intermission, but I will double check and update you if that's changed.
All right. What is this, Zach? This is not medal or anything, knockout. This is just a game. Yeah, pool play.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right. Well, let's talk a little baseball, more baseball, with Aaron Fitt from D1 Baseball, the authority on college baseball. Joins us each and every year to preview the season. And in years past, it's been ECU and everybody else in the American. Interested to hear what he has to say about this year after UTSA wins it in 2025. Let's hear what he has to say. Here's my chat with Aaron Fitt. Today on Pirate Radio Live, Aaron Fitt from D1 Baseball to get us ready for the 2026 baseball season. Aaron, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great, my friend. How are you?
Hey, doing great. Had the snow of a lifetime a couple of weekends ago. Got that out of the way. Actually, a beautiful day today in Greenville. We'll see what the weather holds this weekend, but fired up for some baseball. Aaron, before we get to East Carolina, kind of overall, any storylines, any rule changes, anything we need to know about different heading into the 2026 college baseball season?
I think the most notable off-season change was just a little tweak in the way teams are seeded for the NCAA tournament now. Instead of just doing seeding teams 1 through 16, they're going to go 1 through 32. And so, hopefully that will ensure a little bit more fairness in those matchups early in the tournament, and make it so that you're not just sent to the nearest host team if you're a really good number 2 seed. Maybe you'll be sent to the number 16 seed instead of going to number 1 seed just because they're local. So that's really the only difference there.
Interesting, as East Carolina has been a 2 or a 3 sent to a local spot, and also we've seen some really good, NC State and others come here to Greenville as a 2 seed. We'll see if that changes this year, if East Carolina can get back to hosting a regional. Last year went to Conway, knocked off Florida a couple times, but lost to Coastal, finished hot, Aaron, and now Cliff Godwin wants to start the way his team finished. What's your outlook on the Pirates this year? A good core of returners, and I know they're excited about the newcomers as well.
Yeah, I'm really, really high on this team. It's a team that I think it's going to be returned to normalcy, and normalcy in Greenville is a good thing because they've done a whole lot of winning, over the years. I think this is a vintage ECU club, really. I mean, just the way that they finished the year last year, I thought was obviously very encouraging. They look like a normal East Carolina team at that regional. I mean, that's a very scary team. And those freshmen all kind of taking their lumps last year is going to pay dividends this time around, because now you got a hungry bunch of sophomores that are talented and experienced. You're healthier on the mound now, getting a couple of guys back from injury they were counting on last year. You still got, the premier ace atop the rotation like most of the great ECU teams have had, whether it's Trey Savage or Gavin Williams or Agnos. I mean, they always have a guy, it seems like, when they're at their very best, who can go toe-to-toe with anybody in the country, and that's Ethan Norby. I just think that's such a separator. You got one of the 3 best pitchers in the whole country. And then you can kind of fill in behind it with some really good power arms. You mentioned the newcomers. I mean, love Colby Weber. I think he's got a bright future. Curious to see how Sean Jenkins develops in year 2. I mean, those are first-round caliber arms, and it's just a matter of, they're underclassmen now, and let's see how they fare and what roles they fit into. But the luxury here is you've got other pieces on the mound, like a Frank Ciccone from St. Joe's, who was a Friday night starter last year. We talked about Tower and then Tollett coming back from injury. You've got other guys, so you don't necessarily have to lean on these freshmen on the mound, but whatever they can give you really elevates the ceiling.
Seems like pitching is the strength heading into the year, Aaron. But man, they've talked a lot about the new hitting coach, Jay Gautreaux, and I keep hearing that name. I've asked a lot of the guys, what has he brought to this offense, and that's a big name in the college baseball world, right, Aaron? What kind of impact did he have year 1 here at ECU?
Yeah, he's long been regarded as a superstar in the coaching ranks, and somebody who's probably going to be an SEC head coach someday, or an ACC head coach. I mean, I think he could have been the head coach at his alma mater, Tulane, at one point. But he's got a great track record. He really knows hitting, and certainly recruiting. He can do a lot for you. It was a great get for the Pirates, and then I think this is going to be a dynamic offense. Maybe not as much power as we've seen from some ECU teams in the past, but they do have power. I mean, obviously Austin Irby's an emerging star, and Colby Wallace can drive out of there. And, there's some other guys that have some pop, but it's more of a kind of a slashing, balanced hit for average, work counts, speed game. Obviously Braden Burris is the guy that makes them go. He's one of my favorite players in the whole country, just an absolute stick of dynamite. And I'm excited about Grady Lenahan. Speaking of, again, newcomers as freshmen, that I don't know if he's won the center field job. It sounded like he was on track to do that heading into this spring, after the fall ball. But he is a really, again, dynamic player in kind of a compact package that has real pop and can really run. And I think has future star written all over him.
Aaron Fitt, D1 Baseball, joining us. It was a bit of a letdown in the regular season last year, but the Pirates picked it up postseason. In conference play, it was UTSA who really turned heads last year. Aaron, in years past, our American Conference preview has lasted about 10 seconds. It's East Carolina and everybody else. Well, that changed last year. So how about this year, Aaron? Who do you have winning the American, and what's the top tier of the American look like?
Yeah, I do think it's, again, I think ECU returns to the perch at the top. I still think that, they're the team to beat again now. I know last year was an aberration, finishing tied for 5th. That was weird. But they're back, in my opinion. And UTSA is still going to be a factor now. I mean, it's, they were obviously a juggernaut last year, had a great season, went to a super regional. I mean, it was a legit team, an Omaha caliber team that almost got there. But they lost a decent amount from a year ago. And they still have some nice pieces to build around. I think Robert Orlowski at the top now of the rotation. He was their big bullpen stopper last year. I think he'll thrive as a Friday starter. And Connor Miles is back in that rotation. So you got a pretty good little 1-2 punch there atop the mound. And, still some nice pieces. Drew Detlef's solid. And Charlotte is probably, for me, the third team. I like their roster. I think they're pretty interesting. Tulane has found a way to play their best at the end of the year, the last few seasons in the conference tournament. So, there's some other teams kind of in the mix. South Florida's improving under their new coaching staff. I actually do like their roster as well. So there are other teams. I think the league itself will be a little bit better, but I don't know that it's going to be a multiple bid league unless somebody beats East Carolina in the conference tournament.
Aaron Fitt, D1 Baseball, joining us. Aaron, looks like another solid year for the state of North Carolina when it comes to baseball. How about the Triangle schools in the ACC? We'll see a lot of them this year, and also surrounding how's Wilmington looking? How's other teams in the state of North Carolina looking this year?
Yeah, another good year for the state, no question about it. I think North Carolina and NC State both stand out for their pitching in particular. UNC, I think, has a dramatically new look lineup. There's some questions answered there, but I think that pitching staff from top to bottom might be the best in the whole country, with Jason DeCaro and Folger Boaz. Now you got Ryan Lynch moving into rotation, and great bullpen with Walker McDuffie and Matthew Mateus back from injury. So I think they're going to pitch. I think NC State's really going to pitch, especially if this experiment with Jacob Duden moving into the rotation works out. I mean, that's a potentially great 1-2 punch there with Ryan Marone and Duden and Heath Andrews behind him. And there's plenty in the bullpen there as well. I think for them also feels like pitching is the strength. And then Wake Forest, I think, is very interesting. I mean, if their young arms stay healthy and take steps forward, it's enormous arm talent there. I mean, that's really the thing that stands out. It's just a little bit less track record right now. But they're also, I think, in that they're top 20 kind of mix for us. Duke, it feels like, is going to take a step back. They got just hammered in the portal and everything with that coaching transition. I would expect a significant step back for Duke, but they're going to compete hard. That coaching staff is making them play with a chip on their shoulder. So they're just kind of leaning into that, island of misfit toys identity over there. And then, Wilmington, you mentioned, that's another team that once again should be at the top of their league as usual, kind of business as usual for those guys.
Aaron, you look at it right now, and East Carolina in a spot where coming off a down regular season and trying to, throughout the regular season, win ball games, win in their league. A team predicted to do that out west is UCLA. And earlier today, Bryant Ward was on the Brian Bailey Show, former Pirate, now an assistant with the Bruins. What's the separator with UCLA? Seen them at the top of a lot of the polls this year. Why do folks think they can run through the regular season and maybe have a good run in Omaha this year?
Yeah, they've got almost everybody back from an Omaha team last year. They got the best player in the country. Their shortstop, Rock Chalowski, who's the favorite to be the number 1 overall pick. I think that's a pretty strong favorite. In fact, he's just a special player. But multiple other preseason All-Americans just on their infield. I mean, Roman Martin and Mully Lavu, and it's a dynamic offensive club. I think defensively they're athletic, just tons of experience. That group has grown together year over year. It's not like a bunch of portal guys thrown together. It's 3-year starters there all over the place, and that's kind of nice in this day and age of college baseball. And they've they already were strong in the mound. They've got almost everybody back on the mound, and you throw in one of the best transfers in the country in Logan Redmond to kind of be their Friday guy. It's maybe the missing piece that they didn't even have a year ago. So an Omaha team last year, and I think they look better this year.
I guess at least for baseball, with the travel, you're there for a weekend rather than fly in, fly out after a game. We hear Mick Cronin, the UCLA basketball coach, complain just about everything, but especially about the travel. But how about Big Ten baseball? Is there talk about the travel as much as there is in football and basketball?
It's kind of an inevitable part of it, and the same with the ACC with their West Coast wing now. Stanford and Cal being in the Atlantic Coast Conference is pretty hilarious, but it is a big disadvantage, especially for those ACC teams, because there's only 2 of them, at least in I guess the same is true in the Big Ten. I mean, you've got UCLA and Washington. You've got 4 now, right?
Yeah.
I mean, USC, Oregon. You got 4 in the West, so that makes it a little bit easier, I think. But yeah, it's cross country travel is hard. It's hard for any of us. Now these kids are resilient and all that stuff, and you hear about this. It's for them. It's exciting. Okay, fine, but it's still it's a grind, man. Especially going back east. So. I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. Just the reality of our stupid landscape right now.
We've gone a while without mentioning the SEC, so kudos to me and you for that. But who's the SEC power this year, Aaron? Who's at the top of that league?
Yeah, LSU again. They were kind of 1B for us behind UCLA in our top 25. Just really great job reloading, lots of star power back from a team that won it all last year. And again, it's for them, there's just a little bit of uncertainty in the mound. They've got incredible talent there, but guys that need to do it in new roles. That's kind of the one thing, you've got Kason Evans, was their freshman All-American bullpen guy last year. He's going to be their Friday guy now, kind of the same trajectory that Cade Anderson took for him last year. I think he can do it, but he needs to do. We haven't seen it yet. So, there's a few things like that they have to answer, but I just think they have got incredible talent there and they're going to be awesome. But Mississippi State, Arkansas, usual suspect. Texas is way up there. I mean, it's going to be a meat grinder like always.
Aaron, as things evolve, how has D1 baseball evolved? I mean, from a website to now podcast to video and you're out. We see you in Greenville 2 or 3 times a year, so I know you're out covering games. What all is going on at D1 baseball these days?
Yeah, it's just continuing to grow every year and hopefully get better and better. I think our guy Bradley Smart, he's in his second year with us now. He's really helped elevate us a little bit. We've got more and more advanced data stuff on the site this week. You can find all week long. Bradley's rolling out some neat data analysis pieces. And our podcast network continues to grow. We got a new show this year with Chris Burke joining Mike Rooney a few times a week. They call it the daily, but it's not really daily. It's about 3 times a week, I think, is the plan. But it's going to be cool because Berkey is an absolute delight. So just continuing to refine the product over at D1 Baseball.
That's awesome, Aaron. I'm very excited about 2026 baseball. I think the Pirates will have a much better regular season. I think my Braves will bounce back from last year. I'm sure I've asked you this in the past, and you're covering college baseball now for the next few months. But once the season ends, do you get into Major League Baseball? Are you a fan? Are you just watching guys you covered? What's your relationship to Major League Baseball?
Yeah, I'm kind of a playoff watcher. That's when I tune in is October, and I really get into the postseason. I needed a couple of months to decompress a little bit after college baseball's ends, but I try to keep tabs on guys that I've covered and really liked, over the years, and that's always fun. Like you look up and, oh my gosh, Trey Savage is pitching in the World Series. Like, how did this happen? Yeah, we just covered him yesterday. That stuff is always neat.
Aaron, what's your travel schedule look like this year? You going to make it to Greenville, and also what is your early season schedule? Where are you going to be?
I'm opening up in Hattiesburg. We get kind of a neat series between UC Santa Barbara and Southern Miss that first weekend. I may see Missouri State at Louisiana as well that weekend. And then week 2, I've got East Carolina, North Carolina circled on the calendar. So that'll be, I think, a lot of fun this year. 2 teams that I think are going to be very good.
No doubt. Aaron Fitt, D1 Baseball, joining us to get you ready for the 2026 season. Aaron, we always appreciate it. Enjoy the chat. We'll catch up with you again down the road, man.
All right, Clip, you got it.
Aaron Fitt, getting you ready for Pirate baseball and baseball around the country. I am going to do my best to be a better baseball fan this year overall, not just with the Pirates and the Braves, but following what's going on around the country, around the league. And it can get overwhelming, as Big Donkey said, but the folks at D1, they do a great job with all of the information. We got another poll up on our chat. Jarrett and I have voted. I need an I voted sticker. Which series are you most excited for this season? North Carolina, Coastal Carolina, the LeClaire Classic, or Charlotte? Right now, 62% of the voters saying Coastal Carolina, 38% North Carolina.
Yeah, I got Coastal.
I went Coastal as well. You had the epic Ethan Norby game last year. You had 2 losses in the Conway Regional, which were really good games. Back and forth game one, then it got a little out of hand, and then a pitcher's duel the second time around.
Yeah.
So looking forward to seeing what we can do against the Chanticleers this season. We'll take a break. Brian Bailey, Jennings Hall coming up. Hour 2, Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, are you in the market for a member-focused local credit union or making a switch from your existing one? Then explore First Flight Credit Union with branches across Eastern North Carolina where all residents are membership eligible. First Flight members experience in-person service, competitive savings, and loan rates. Everything from automobile, boat, and home loans, First Flight has you covered. First Flight is more than just a branch. They're on a mission to take better care of our community. Stop by one of their local branches today or visit efirstflight.com. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender.
Looking for friendly service and hometown convenience? Make it Country Mart in Pitt County. With 2 great locations already serving our community, Country Mart is your one-stop shop for fresh hot food, cold drinks, snacks, fuel, and everyday essentials, all with the fast, friendly service you can count on. And we're growing. A brand new location is coming soon on Highway 11 right across from Aiken-Crifton High School. From breakfast biscuits to afternoon pick-me-ups and the best fuel prices in town, Country Mart keeps Pitt County moving. Country Mart, local, convenient, and always friendly.
This is Dr. Anthony Skellick from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes of ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com and go Pirates!
Looking for your new go-to spot? Check out Fish Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room in downtown Greenville. Open Tuesday through Thursday 11 to 9, Friday and Saturday 11 to 11, and Sunday 11 to 5. Singo on Tuesdays at 7, Wings and Trivia Wednesdays at 7, Outlaw Open Mic Thursdays 7 to 9 hosted by Lonnie Britton, and live music Fridays and Saturdays from 8 to 11. The Happy Hours Thursday to Saturday 4 to 7, 25% off all appetizers. Check socials and website for all information at Fish Street Hardware.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Jacob Jiggins Cowart, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear hit a home run for me when I needed my custom t-shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates!
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
Capital Subaru of Greenville is transforming your everyday commute into something a little more extraordinary, and there's never been a better time to drive one home. From the adventure-ready Outback to the sleek and efficient Forester, they got the perfect ride for you. In addition to their great selection of new and used car inventories, the Subaru Service Center is commanded by a team of experts, handpicked for their knowledge, passion, and promise to treat every car as if it's their own. Capital Subaru of Greenville, off Memorial Drive or online at capitalsubaruofgreenville.com.
Hi, I'm sure you heard the bells and whistles next door. We're just securing your neighbor's house with the smart home features like cameras and security.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Oh, hi, yes, I'm Mike with SCI Technologies. You know, Eastern North Carolina's premier security provider. We do fire alarm, audio, video, and security.
Oh, how can you help me?
Give us a call, 252-321-7006 for a complimentary quote, or you can email us at info@sciteks.com.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Alrighty, welcome back. Michaels and Gateway Family and Cosmetic Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years, and their mission is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Visit them at 2330 Hemby Lane in Greenville or call them at 752-1600. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
Man, it's almost like they planned this day for Jarrett's birthday. We got Hornets fighting on TV and Clint Kubiak being introduced with some Raider legends.
Yeah, Howie Long, Charles Woodson,
Marcus Allen. Yep. As the Raiders have a new head coach, and coming up in a couple months, a new quarterback in the NFL draft. Let's head out to the Turner Home Team live line. Joining us, his team has a coach and a quarterback, Brian Bailey. Bailey, how much longer y'all got Dak? How much longer is he a Cowboy, you think?
I think 27 years, 26 on this contract. No, I don't know. I think he's on a contract for at least 2 more years.
Yeah.
Was he saying the year or like 27 years left?
I think both. I think he was making a joke, but also kind of accurate by saying 27 or 28. But yeah, we'll start with the Super Bowl and work our way to ECU baseball and other topics. But Bailey, kind of a boring game, and looking back on it, I mean, the best team in the NFL won the Super Bowl this year. Is that fair to say?
I think it's fair. I really do. I think that when you looked at the matchup, you kind of looked at what Seattle had done all year, and and they came from a really tough division. 49ers and the Rams right there, and so they escaped all of that, and they were really good. They played the part on Super Bowl Sunday and really dominated the Patriots.
And it's so funny. I mean, it happens in the regular season. We have Overreaction Monday, and now we have Super Overreaction Monday, Tuesday, where there's a lot of, boy, Drake May, he's not very good. But Seattle made a lot of quarterbacks look pedestrian. I will say your MVP, Jarrett, Matthew Stafford had some big games, big numbers against Seattle. But it's just interesting, Bailey, how we go from Drake May, just about won an MVP, and maybe the best quarterback out of the 25 class. Now he stinks because he couldn't get it done in the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there are probably 25, maybe 28 teams that would love to have Drake May for sure. So, yeah, he had a great year, and maybe he didn't have his best game. Maybe that was partly himself. Maybe that was, the inexperience of a big game like that. But a lot of that was, that Seattle defense, the dark side. They came through.
Hey, Josiah, unbiased. He's a Giants fan, so he likes his Jackson Dart. Answer this real quick for me. Put them in order. Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Drake May. How do you rank those quarterbacks?
Caleb Williams, Drake May, and who?
Jaden Daniels. The 3 quarterbacks from 2025.
I got Jaden Daniels first.
Hey, that's all I need to hear. I'm good.
I got Jaden
Daniels
first.
And then who?
Then Drake May.
And then Caleb. All right.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Bailey?
What are y'all drinking over there?
Water. Where you got Jaden Daniels?
I'd have him second.
Behind Drake May?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm not sold on Caleb Williams, and I like Jalen Williams. You know that because I've said that before. I hate that he was injured like he was this year, and I hope that's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah. Well, looking at that Caleb and Ben Johnson, I mean, there's a chance all 3 of these guys are really good.
Yeah.
Could be just one of those great quarterback classes.
You're forgetting Bo Nix, J.J. McCarthy from that class.
You're right. I did forget those guys.
Because they stink.
All right, we move on. Kenny Curling says, is it too early, Bailey, to say that next year is the Cowboys' year?
Never too early, Kenny. Never. Never.
But they don't hand out the Lombardi Trophy in February. Wait, they do hand out the Lombardi Trophy. They just did. They just handed it out.
Hand it out after it's over with until the next February. We got plenty of time.
All right, the end of football means it's time for us to pay attention to basketball and turn our attention to baseball. Pirate baseball beginning on Friday. Great edition of the Brian Bailey Show earlier today with Bryant Ward. And Bailey, I think it's because you're the man, as Bryant Ward said, but you have some great chats on your show, and the Xavier head baseball coach was a great interview today. Enjoyed the chat with him.
Yeah, and you could just tell about his enthusiasm for his school. He went to school at Xavier, came back, and now he's a coach. And I'm telling you, there are a lot of similarities between Billy O'Connor at Xavier and Cliff Godwin at East Carolina. And I thought the funniest thing was when Billy said that he was looking forward to playing a guy who was fired up as Cliff, and that his wife knew Cliff. I should have followed up on that one, I guess, but I just thought that was funny that the guy, lives in Cincinnati, and his wife somehow has run across Cliff and knows that he can be a fireball at times. So,
well, how nice is it, Bailey, to hear, and it's genuine. It's not coach speak. It's not because I'm on Pirate Radio. Him say we want our program to emulate Cliff Godwin and that ECU program, and he means it when he says that.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm sure he means it, and he was. I think he was very. I think he's trying to get an idea of exactly what he's in for, the culture of Greenville, North Carolina, and East Carolina Pirate baseball, and he even commented, in one of the commercial breaks, you had the mayor of Greenville who played for East Carolina. He had insurance, played for East Carolina. He's like, man, everybody plays for East Carolina and they stay there, and what a culture that is. And so I think I think it's going to be a fun series.
What are you looking forward to the most, Bailey? What do you think the strength of this team is heading into 2026?
Well, it's hard to say pitching off the top, because usually you're on a pitch count and you're not going to, extend that far. But I really want to see some of these arms that I've heard so much about and put a face to some of the names and that kind of thing with the pitching staff. So I think I'm most looking forward to that. And I want to see how the Pirates are going to produce runs and who's going to be, in the middle of that lineup driving home runs. So I think there's a lot that all of us want to see this weekend.
And it's just a different feel, Bailey. Another successful banquet I heard, and you were a part of that. But this really does feel, if there's any kind of old school college athletics left, and yes, there is money involved. And I understand Ethan Norby's getting a pretty penny to be the pitcher at East Carolina. So there's that. There's the portal and all that. But it still has a community feel, a school feel, and Cliff is a big part of that, making it feel like it's East Carolina's team. It's Eastern North Carolina's team. And you get that family feel with ECU baseball when you talk about the culture and guys living here after they go to school and play here. And we see it with the guys that return in the offseason that are playing minor league and major league baseball. And I don't know. That's one reason. Like, I like football and basketball as sports more than the sport of baseball. But ECU baseball is different than everything else at East Carolina.
Well, I think, too, you get a chance, and I'm very fortunate. I get even closer than most people do with the team for doing some of the things. But you get like Alec Burleson, what a character, what a great guy. And he's, a Silver Slugger winner. And I introduced him and his young child at the banquet, but I didn't mention his wife. So in the bathroom, he's like, hey, man, you guys say Mary's name. Mary's all upset. Now, she really wasn't upset. But he wanted me to say her name so it would embarrass her. So, I went back up, and if Alec Burleson wants it, by golly, we'll do it. And so we introduced Mary, and he laughed and had a good time with it. But that's kind of what that banquet's all about, getting a chance to hear from some of the Pirate players. Some of the zingers that went on were just, hilarious. And Parker Bird saying he was the designated pinch runner when he introduced himself. I mean, just things like that were just really, really quick zingers that were funny, and it was a good time.
Brian Bailey joining us, Turner Home Team Live Line. We put up a poll, Bailey. I'll have you answer this poll in our chat. What series are you looking forward to the most this season? North Carolina, Coastal Carolina, the LeClaire Classic, or Charlotte? What would be your answer?
Looking forward.
North Carolina, Coastal Carolina, the Keith LeClaire Classic, or Charlotte?
I guess North Carolina, because the way they spaced that one out with where the games are played. I really enjoyed going down to Coastal, and I think if the Pirates can go down to Coastal and take 2 out of 3, that would be a big feather in their cap. But I think if that's the question, I would say the North Carolina series.
All right, I went Coastal. Coastal the leader right now with North Carolina in second, but I do agree. I love the home, and neutral that they do with North Carolina. It's a good setup. Any other neutral site games this year? I know they've played like
College
Campbell,
of Charleston and Fayetteville.
Okay, there is a Fayetteville game.
That one.
And that's it?
Just off the top of my head, I think that is it.
Nothing in Wide Awake Wilson, nothing in Kinston. We need a Kinston game, maybe.
The game is Zebulon, 5 County Stadium, man.
Especially this year with the what's that?
Wilson would be nice with the Warbirds home when they get that thing cranked up. That's supposed to be really nice.
Yeah. Brian Bailey joining us, getting ready for some baseball. As I mentioned earlier, a great time to start to pay attention to basketball as well. And Bailey, I saw you give credit to Zach Kaplan, who will join us on Thursday's show. Apparently he had a great shot of the final shot in the Dean Dome the other day.
Yeah, he did. And it was really, I've said this a couple of times about Zach. He's a great guy, and it reminds me a lot of myself when I was his age. But he's able to do more things because of the technology that has changed so much. That he can go to a game like that and actually, get all of his information together, all of his video together, edit right there. When I was his age, we had these 2 huge machines that you couldn't take anywhere. We only took them to the ACC tournament usually. But he's able to do that, and he can go live and send stuff back. But I thought he really, he hustled his butt off, and you learn so much about the business and about covering sports at an event like that, because obviously anybody and everybody is there. Then it comes down to the wire. Then all of a sudden there's a court storming, and then they clear the court. Then you play point 4. Then you have another court storming. So I think he learned a lot in that game.
I also want to shout out Zach because Minji's has been relatively empty this season, at least in 2026. He's taking advantage of that and just finding different places to shoot the game. He's no longer just on the baseline. He's going up to the top, sitting in the stands. Very creative and way to take advantage of a not-so-great situation.
Yeah, and if the East Carolina folks hear that, they'll get him back on the baseline. They're not supposed to do that, but that's all right.
Way to go.
Actually not do that. I made that up.
Yeah, okay.
I was on psychedelics, and
Yeah, he'll be in the Pitt County Detention Center before long.
Jarrett, you rat. Bailey, things have changed in my life. For the first 20-ish years of my life, Carolina Duke was everything to me. And then, I went to East Carolina, and I said, why am I pulling for a school that I don't attend? They look down on us, and I was able to rid myself of that fandom, and I didn't watch a single second of it Saturday. And but I am glad to see it ended the way it did. Court storm, a little fisticuffs maybe after the court storm, and I like it because it feels like the rivalry's still there despite the ever-changing landscape of college athletics. It's good to have the rivalry, and it'll be good when they go to Durham. I'm kind of looking forward to the rematch now that the first game went like that.
Yeah, and then you look at what could be round 3 coming up in the ACC tournament, and who's to say there's not a round 4, because Carolina can play with anybody when they're on. And they stumbled a couple of times early, but they played Virginia the other day, and Virginia had them double digits in the first half, and North Carolina whittled it down, got within 9, I think, at the half, and then just destroyed Virginia in the second half. And they were down double digits, to Duke, and just kind of battled back, stayed in the game. And what a clutch shot! I mean, that's just if you're a Carolina fan and you're there at the Smith Center, I can only imagine how that had to feel. But he let it fly. It was good, but from the time he let it go, it was good.
Well, be careful tonight. Classic letdown spot after emotional win, and Miami's better than I thought. Bailey, they're 18-5 this year, and they are 1.5-point dogs at home against North Carolina tonight at 7:00.
And earlier in the day, I think Miami was a 0.5 point favorite.
And it flipped.
That line has moved 2 points.
Yeah.
As far as that goes, but the best part about the whole weekend—not the best, but one of the funniest parts was the fact that NC State tweeted out about North Carolina and said that was a great court storm for a team that's moved into 3rd place in the ACC.
Well, I'm glad they fired that off before what happened last night, right, Bailey?
And then State laid a 41-point loss egg at Louisville, man.
I tell you what, I tend to throw out a play that I'm playing each night, and I'm glad I said Con-Knipple 4 3-pointers instead of NC State plus 7.5, because I was thinking about that. I was like, man, that's a lot of points for a team that's red hot. And, yeah, they got destroyed last night.
I think they were down either 18 or 20 at the half, and the announcers were talking about what State has to do to get back into it in the second half. And the first trip down, whoosh, another three, and then another three. And they just didn't have a chance, man.
Well, Bailey, you and J-Bone were talking earlier today about the stats and how close they are with ECU and UTSA, almost eerie. The big difference is the Pirates have a couple of wins in conference play, and UTSA has a goose egg. That'll be the matchup coming up Wednesday night in Minges.
Yeah, and I've tried to go back and look at some of the records and stuff. I don't remember in February ever playing a team that had lost 16 games in a row. Like UTSA, they come in town with a 16-game losing streak, but I'm telling you, that's dangerous. They come in here and get a little confidence early and hang around, and they're desperate for a win. They're more desperate for a win than East Carolina is, and that's saying something.
Here's a line for you, Bailey. You'll like this.
Give me one.
I'm gonna let you use this too. The last team that came into Minges with a 16-game losing streak was the Washington Generals.
That's good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. What was their streak? You know,
probably 480. I don't know how. Did the Globetrotters ever let them win? I've never seen
they're due. The Generals are due. I will say that.
Yes, that's true.
Well, the Roadrunners apparently.
Yeah, I guess so. A wounded Roadrunner team coming into town. I'm interested to see what kind of fight they have because, ECU hasn't given up. Has this Roadrunners team just given up, or are they trying hard and are just that bad? We'll see Wednesday night.
They had a fairly close loss to Temple fairly recently, I think. And Temple, they played really well against East Carolina.
We're both coming off moral victories versus Temple, so something's got to give.
I wouldn't call what happened against Temple a moral victory.
Okay, fine. Brian Bailey joining us, getting ready for some Pirate baseball coming up this weekend. What you doing, Bailey? You going to be live at Clark LeClaire? What's your plan?
Yeah, that's the plan, go live at 4. We usually go live in left field, but that may not be possible now because of the construction going on and everything. So we're trying to figure out where we can, go live from. But that to me, those are days like that I sit around and say, man, why would I ever want to quit this job? I'm being paid to put an earpiece in my ear, watch the game, and then tell everybody what's happening in the game. And that's how easy it is. So I'm looking forward to Friday.
Yes, sir. Another baseball season is upon us. BB, you're the man, as Bryant Ward said.
I hear you.
The Hall of Famer. Appreciate you, Brian, and a great edition of the Brian Bailey Show. Check it out at 6 if you missed it on radio, or you can watch it anytime on YouTube. And you got Cliff Godwin next week, Bailey?
That's the plan. That's what we'll...
Oh, boy. If we get one of them Bryant situations, you better have Donnie Kirkpatrick or somebody lined up.
Donnie K.
All right, BB. See you.
All right.
There he is. That was the joke that anytime ECU lost and Bailey had to get a coach on, Donnie Kirkpatrick would come on because it's a sense of humor and could take the punches. But, hopefully a happy Cliff Godwin next Monday on the Brian Bailey Show. Let's take a break. Jennings Hall will join us. We'll get our new Blue Pirate Report, let you know everything going on in ECU athletics. And we'll have our Jennings Hall of Fame, Jennings Hall of Shame. One of my Hall of Famers might be in the Hall of Shame this week.
Wow.
Little teaser there. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, after this.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for only $11.99. Plus Wednesdays, all Mexican imports are just $3.49. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas, also just $11.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Greenville Motor Company has proudly served Greenville for over 40 years. Driven by service, powered by trust, locally owned and operated by Tommy and Brian Cook and the Cook family. When you're looking for your next ride, choose from a huge selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs, domestic or import. If they don't have exactly what you want, they'll locate it for you. From your very first car to that luxury automobile you've always dreamed of, it's Greenville Motor Company, 1000 Southwest Greenville Boulevard, driveherenow.com. Driven by service, powered by trust, Greenville Motor Company.
It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can Series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Carolina Eagle Distributing is celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. For 150 years, Budweiser has been the heart of America beer culture, bringing people together across generations. Cheers to 150 years. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with Unshakable Builders. Now building in Sutherland Estates in Greenville and Dolostone Court in Wilson, with homes available now. And stay tuned, Cross Creek Townhomes in Greenville and Whitaker Glen in Farmville are coming soon. Browse available homes, explore floor plans, and see past projects today at unshakablebuilders.com. Have questions? Use live chat, fill out the contact form, or call the office at 814-9105. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
Celebrate Mardi Gras now through February 15th at Basil's on Fire Tower Road in Greenville. Basil's new specialty menu is full of great New Orleans flavor like Cajun fried shrimp, po' boys, jambalaya, pizza muffaletta, and fried cheesecake. Come by today and every day until February 15th for Mardi Gras food and fun at Basil's. And if you want to order off the regular menu too, that is always available for lunch and dinner. Eat local, drink local at Basil's, your community restaurant and pizzeria on Fire Tower Road in Greenville. Basil's, Pirates supporting pirates.
University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern has been serving the tech repair needs of Eastern North Carolina since 2006. And as one of the only Apple authorized service providers east of Raleigh, all our technicians are Apple certified, and we only use genuine Apple parts. Your iPhone and Mac warranties are safe with us. Have questions or need service? Call 252-558-1280 or visit us online at universitypccare.com. University PC Care, your one-stop shop for service on everything Apple.
Everyday children in Eastern North Carolina are fighting the unimaginable pediatric cancer. Riley's Army stands beside them, offering financial and emotional support, food cards, gas cards, and a community of care. But we can't do it without you. Visit Riley'sArmy.com to donate, volunteer, or learn more. Together we can bring comfort, hope, faith, and strength to these brave families and children. Riley's Army, because no family should fight alone.
UBE and PirateWare.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWare.com. Go Pirates!
This is Rajay Harris, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, the show.
And welcome back at Langley Contracting. They are the superior roofing specialists, whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one. They've got you covered, and best of all, they handle your insurance claims. They are locally owned right here in Eastern North Carolina, licensed, insured, and carry a 25-year roof warranty. Call or visit them online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today. Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, we saved our Traders talk for the break this time, so we wouldn't have to talk about it on the air. But, man, Rob, whoever Rob is killing it right now. Jennings Hall joins us, head of the table. Do you know all these people in the game, Jennings? I know like 5 of them.
I know a lot of them, but Ron, I didn't know.
See, I knew Ron Funches, because the comedian.
Is Michael Rappaport still in it?
No, he's long gone.
I think we went over that last week.
I still got to show you that joke. That was like 3 weeks ago.
I know Tara Lipinski. I like Avery Cam. Just a shot of Avery staring off into space. Avery Cam. We got Avery, we got Josiah, we got Shirley, we got Zach and Jackman somewhere. Outside. J-Bone, the birthday boy, is here. Got his new Charlotte Hornets hat on.
Yeah, thank you, Shirley. Thank you, Mark, for the nothing bunt cakes.
Did Jared offer you a bunt cake?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
I'm going to get it after the segment.
Come on, guy.
Fair enough. I was just making sure. Jennings, what's new? I'll tell you what's
not much from last week.
What's new but old is your hoodie. I like that with the old strutting PD.
An oldie but a goodie hoodie.
Yeah, the retro look. Looking good. Super Bowl, bit of a dud. Seahawks dominated.
It was such a boring game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, we had the Seahawks, so.
Yeah.
But, Jared, you can agree that there was not a lot of offense there for 3 quarters.
Yeah, but that's football, man. And I like football.
All right, well, good for you. Let's get our New Blue Pirate report. Since we last left you, ECU lost to Temple in basketball. Yeah. Jordan Riley had another 30
points, man. If there's any reason to go to Minji's Coliseum other than the nice promotions that they've been doing, over 21, of course, it's to go see the one-man show that is Jordan Riley. I wish that we would just sit everybody else and let's just do 1-on-5. That's what, let's do just like an all-star challenge. Like, how many points can Jordan Riley score if he's the only person playing the game?
What's his average up to now, J-Bone? I'll look it up. We'll see if you can find it as well. But, I mean, in conference play, he's got to be
23.3.
I feel like in conference play, he's got to be close to 30. Yeah, I mean, it's every night.
Let's see. Recent games, the last 5, he has 15, 15, 37, 35, 32.
So he's had 3 in a row with over 30.
Let's see. In conference play, 21, 29, 30, 25, 23, 15, 15, 37, 35, 32. Absolutely insane.
And in one of those 15 or whatever games, ECU won.
Yeah, he was 3 for 12.
Yeah.
9 for 10 from the free throw line. But that was a good Dimitri Gardner game, a good Gio Emajuru game, a decent Corey Cocker game. So it seems like if you can get a little bit of production from literally 2 other guys, you can win the game.
Jennings, they play a team tomorrow night that has lost 16 games in a row.
UTSA?
Yes.
I heard you talking about it outside.
What was your longest losing streak as a volleyball player? I guarantee it wasn't 16.
I think it might have been around 7.
But I bring that up to say, like, when you've lost 6 or 7 in a row, I mean,
at that point, you're like, all right, guys, we're going to get one sometime soon, right?
You don't panic,
16,
right?
Is that sets or just full-blown games?
That's games.
Yeah.
I mean, and in those 7, there was probably a lot of close ones, but 16 is honestly, I think it's honestly more talent to lose 16 than to win 16. You have to really try to lose 16, I feel like.
Well, my question was, and maybe we'll see a little bit tomorrow night, have they thrown in the towel or are they trying and still losing? Because ECU is trying.
Well, I think you're still trying because it does you no good to throw in the towel because you're trying to put something on tape for your next team.
I guess.
Because having this record, you're damn sure not going to be back at UTSA next year.
Yeah, I think that is maybe a positive of the transfer portal, that everybody's going to keep trying because they do want to put out some good film on themselves.
Yeah.
So, women's basketball team 17-7 overall, a stellar 9-2 in conference play, and they have just been dominating fourth quarters. They have had to come back in their last two games at Charlotte, and then they did it again against South Florida last Wednesday. They are on the road tonight at Tulane and then on the road at Temple. So Jennings, on the flip side of what UTSA's done in men's basketball, Rice is doing the opposite in women's basketball. They're still undefeated. We got them at home on the 21st, but still 3 games to go before we face Rice. So a big little 2-game road trip here for Kim McNeil.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this women's basketball team. I went to that game where they played South Florida last week, and it was so fun. I had a great time.
I mean, we're watching it on TV and just kind of knowing how they've played. When they got down 10 or whatever in the second half, I didn't really feel like it was over. Like, I still felt like they had a shot.
Yeah, and I saw almost all the volleyball staff there too, and they were loving the game, and it was just like you said, it didn't really feel like it was over, even when we were, down by a lot. So
let's talk about things that warm my sports heart, guys. And I saw Kim McNeil shout out Blake Harrell and the football team for being there as well. I love when athletes support other sports.
Yeah. They took up a large section of the lower bowl.
J-Bone, what were you going to say, sir?
It's like how you and Ken talk about UNCW basketball. It's like down 10 with 5 minutes left to go. Got them right where we want.
Get them, yeah. Screw UNCW.
I was just trying to make a comparison.
It was good.
Trying to make me understand.
It was good, a good comparison until the last couple of weeks where UNCW's lost a few games.
Yeah.
And they're out of my top 9 again. We'll talk about that with Ken Watlington tomorrow. So women 17-7, 9-2 in conference play. You know what? I'm not going to settle for what softball did in their first weekend. I don't like a 2-3 record. I want more than that, Coach Winkler. Pirates beat Villanova twice. They lose to ranked Alabama, and then they lost a couple to Georgia Tech. They're going to play a very challenging schedule, and I get that. But hey, we need to beat some of these teams.
Yeah,
but,
got Notre Dame coming to town this week, man. Got Maryland.
I think Maryland, yeah.
Got
Notre
Buffalo
Dame,
coming to town. 3 difficult opponents. So you know.
Do they have games today?
No. It'll be they'll play on the weekend.
Oh, they don't have a midweek.
In fact, this weekend is crazy because you have baseball, softball, and lacrosse all going on Saturday.
Well, yeah, that's all in one spot.
Right.
Tennis is...
Yeah, I don't know where tennis is. Do you?
Outward.
Just want to give a shout out.
Yeah.
How are we doing in tennis this year, Jared?
Oh, we're going to be very good.
Think so? Any key players to watch?
I mean, how much time do you have? I don't want.
We got a good 5 minutes.
I don't want to give out any names because I don't want to leave anybody off.
Yeah,
everybody is a key factor to this because it's not just about 1 or 2 players; it's about all of them.
That's true.
If they can all come together and fight for a common cause, which I believe the coach can do, they are a great coach. I believe that this team can go very far.
Yep, I tend to agree with that. Jennings, any added tennis comments?
Yeah, I love the tennis team.
How's your pickleball game going?
Oh, I need to go back out there. Today's the perfect day to go.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll go after this.
I am very upset at myself, by the way. Jackson's in shorts, Jennings is in shorts. I'm usually shorts year-round guy, but this cold is, I didn't check the weather today. I should be wearing shorts. I'm wearing shorts tomorrow. I don't care what the weather says.
Well, I think tomorrow's going to be 60-something, too.
All right, shorts. I'm breaking them out.
You've got an opportunity tomorrow.
Oh, rain tomorrow.
Look at that, 63 degrees.
Yeah.
Can it stay like this? How can we start doing these shows outside?
Next Thursday, 69 degrees. Man, we're getting into the 70s, man.
That's crazy.
That punk rap Puxatawny Phil, he was wrong.
He will always go in my Hall of Shame.
In your face.
Staten Island Chuck is a better one to listen to.
Our New Blue Pirate Report. The technicians at New Blue stand ready to face any challenge that time or elements may throw at your home. Your home deserves the best. New Blue, ready to help out with any electrical, plumbing, and HVAC needs. New Blue specializes in crawl space moisture control and encapsulations, along with septic system repairs and installations. You can contact them. Call nublue.com. You going to baseball this weekend?
I'm actually going to be out of town this weekend.
Where are you going?
Back to Myrtle. I was supposed to have a closing this Friday, and it got moved. but I have an open house anyways on Saturday.
Work calls.
Yep.
Fair enough. But should be a fun series with Xavier, and then more games to catch next week. Tuesday in Bowie's Creek, and then Wednesday
back at
here.
home, Northern Illinois, and then a nice little series with North Carolina.
Yeah.
Greenville Friday, Durham Saturday, Chapel Hill Sunday.
Yeah, going to be a fun start to the season. Let's take a break. We'll come back. More with Jennings Hall. We get our Jennings Hall of Fame, Jennings Hall of Shame, and have more for you on a Tuesday, Jarrett Watkins birthday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsay Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
Jeff Stein here at Brownwood Buick GMC. Pirate Nation, get ready. It's baseball season. You got hot dogs, apple pies, and GMCs. That's right. For Sierra 2500, 3.9 plus $1,000 in purchase allowance, we have over 10 to choose from. You got free pickup and drop off, a free car wash and vacuum. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer. Only at Brown & Wood, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Oh, dude, that home run just busted your windshield.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
You're not worried about it?
Yeah, I've got Brandon Manning and Farm Bureau Insurance.
Hey, Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's hot dogs.
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's hot dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's hot dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
This is Kim McNeil, head women's basketball coach at East Carolina University, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. 'Cause 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 'c
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back. Let me squeak. There you go. Can you see me? Hi. Okay. Welcome back to the show. Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at AA.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. PGV, where the pirates fly. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, it is a final on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Da Buck.
Da Buck.
For the second straight day, the USA women win 5-0. Today, more impressive because it was against Canada. So a blowout victory for the Americans.
Yeah, shut them out for the first time at the Olympics.
Take that.
Hannah Bilka, shut out.
Let's go around the horn. Avery, if you had to participate in one Winter Olympics event, what would be your event?
Skiing.
Are you a skier?
No.
Okay. You're just going to
It
give
just
it a
looks
shot.
fun.
Josiah, I know you have dreams of one day being in the Winter Olympics. What would be your event?
I like I actually think the curling is kind of interesting.
Okay, you're young and in shape. You need to leave that to the old fat people like me, because I was going to say curling. Yeah, I guess there's an art to it, a skill to it. I heard some guys talking on a radio show that actually went and talked about just busting their tail. Just staying upright is a challenge on the ice. But that would be fun if we could go to the ice rink and actually play a little curling. Jennings, how about you?
Do you think they do that here?
I don't know. I think they should during Olympic times.
I know Raleigh has their own curling club.
Like a men's league, women's league?
I don't know if it's specifically men's league or women's league, but I do know that they have one.
That's cool.
No, curling looks like it has a lot of cardio to it. We were watching it.
Yeah, you know.
Maybe the brushers, yeah.
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 I don't know what I'd be good at because I don't think I'm very good at anything on the ice.
Well, Avery just said skiing, and he's not even a skier, so you can say whatever you'd like. What event looks cool? What would you like to do?
I think figure skating is fun. I think that I used to be a dancer very long ago, so I feel like that's the closest.
Can you ice skate?
No.
Yeah.
So you would say curling?
Well, since Josiah said it, I'll take something else. I think it's dangerous, but if I could just sit in one of those things, the bobsled or something, luge, I could just sit there.
Oh, yeah.
Now, would my weight make it slower or faster?
Faster.
I don't think so, too.
Put you at the back.
Yeah. And I'd be forcing it down.
Yeah.
All right, give me bobsled. Isn't there somebody already in it at the beginning, or is everybody outside of it?
You got to feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme.
I want to be the one.
Come on, boys. It's bobsled time.
Yeah, bobsled
it
time.
is. They all start outside.
All right. That's going to be tricky. How about you, Jared?
Do they still do the one with skiing and shooting? The same? They still do that? Either that or women's hockey.
So what's it called in the the biathlon or triathlon or whatever, where there's different events? So you're going to do
cross country skiing.
Wait, what did you say your second one was? Women's hockey?
Women's hockey.
They would kick your ass, man. That would be hilarious.
Any event that takes more than 15 minutes, I'm out.
Okay. Well, you could just do one of those big jump things. Those are 2 seconds.
Yeah, you saw Lindsey Vonn.
You'll probably die.
That was fun.
Oh, I felt so bad for her.
By the way, Jennings Hall of Shame, Lindsey Vonn, who was my Hall of Famer last week, goes out there and immediately crashes. Hall of Shame.
Didn't she snap her legs?
Yeah, whatever.
It wasn't even related to her ACL.
Well, yeah.
That's what sucks.
Bum.
What does the ACL even do? Hall of Shame, ACL.
It has ruined a lot of our athletes and ruined a lot of our fun.
Man. He was a fun guy to watch. I'm going to go Hall of Shame, John Shire. What happened last night at the Hornets game is what he portrayed to have happened during the court storming during Carolina. And it's always Duke. Duke wants to take this fun thing away from us.
Oh, God. Remember when they almost killed the guy?
Who was the center? Kyle Filipowski.
Filipowski, yeah.
That little 5'8" Asian dude who was 145 pounds soaking wet ran into him and murdered Kyle Filipowski.
Yeah.
And then I think one of the assistant coaches got jumped from what John Shire was saying. None of it happened. None of it's real. So John Shire, Hall of Shame.
All right. Jennings, do you have a Hall of Famer or Hall of Shamer?
My Hall of Shame was going to be anybody who's not watching the Olympics, because this is fun. But I feel like we've already honed on that. So,
well, I hate to say this because you just caught us, but I've only been watching it at work, and you came in here and said, why is the Olympics not on? I swear it's usually on, Jennings.
We were watching like nothing.
Well, NBA Live or NBA Today was on, and they were talking
NFL
about
Live.
the actual, the brawl in Charlotte last night. So that's more appointment television than whatever this is.
Yeah, there's no brawls in the Olympics, which there should be more. Country versus country.
Yeah.
Let's show a little pride. Let's get in a brawl.
I feel like they're doing hockey.
Yeah, maybe.
I saw it the other day, I think.
Yeah, but you're supposed to do it in that.
Oh,
I want to see like a fight break out and people get kicked out.
Hall of Fame Raisin Bran. It was and I didn't pay attention to a lot of the commercials, but this one just caught my ear because they kept saying Will Shat, and William Shatner was in that the best commercial, I think, on Sunday. So I will go with Raisin Bran.
I'll go Hall of Shame commercials because I believe 80 to 90% of them were all just promoting cryptocurrency and AI, which is going to be the death of our country. So I think we should stop promoting that.
There was one that was like a karaoke Backstreet Boys song, and I was like, what is this?
We were all singing it.
Yeah.
And then it just... Before I say my Hall of Fame, I want to know if anybody has been trying to crack that Mr. Beast.
My wife told me something about that, but I'm not familiar with it.
I feel like somebody listening has got to be trying to crack the code.
What?
So
he's the first person to crack this code that he's put in like his commercials and the past couple videos he's done, and he's releasing a clue every single day. Gets $1 million.
She said like it's been narrowed down to a few states or something. Is that true? Like I don't know.
I don't know. After I got really frustrated when I tried to send my email and I pressed submit and it wasn't sending me an email. So that's about as far as I got.
Apparently, one of our friends has been locked in a grocery store for 2 weeks.
People are starving. And Mr. Beast is on Jimmy Fallon and at the Super Bowl, and people are starving.
I don't think people are starving.
Well, tell that to Chandler Honeycutt, because that's what he said.
Is he there?
No.
Oh.
But yeah, we know somebody in there. Are you allowed to, I guess, eat the food in the grocery store?
I feel
if not, then maybe they are actually starving.
Yeah.
No.
I think I was told there's no bathroom.
That's what somebody said yesterday, and I had to call them out on that. Certainly, they're not peeing the floor in their pants.
No, they're...
You never know.
You say that a lot, but no, I do know. Every time you say you never know, it's usually when I know what I'm talking about.
I don't know, man.
I know you don't know,
You never
but don't
know.
say I don't know.
You never know.
Okay.
We are lied to in so many ways.
That is true. Jennings?
I was going to say, I did see the flyers that were like, grocery store, 50% off, before anyone knew what it was. And I was like, this is weird. This is sketch.
What grocery store is it?
It's near, I think it's on Dickinson.
Okay.
Where, I don't know what it used to
The
be.
Hoggly Woggly?
No.
Piggly Wiggly.
Before
Were
that.
you going to say a Hall of Famer?
Oh, Hall of Fame, it was going to be the women's basketball team.
Yeah.
And their performance when I went to the game last week. That was epic.
Fun to watch on TV. And again, if anybody should raise the no quarter flag, it would be them because they are dominant in the fourth quarter. Not to get into a big discussion here, but, and I said it yesterday, I was like, I'm going to sound old and dumb here, but was that Ricky Martin at the halftime show? And yes, it was, Shirley said. And I don't know what he was saying, obviously, but dude, that guy was singing. I do think his body and face is probably fake because he looks like he did 25 years ago, the last time I saw him. But man, he was belting out something that sounded nice. So shout out Ricky Martin, I guess, for still being able to do it after all these years.
I'm going to say Hall of Fame Shirley Rhodes. This is a nice hat. It's
J-Bone.
even embroidered. Has my name on it. Pretty cool.
Very nice. Shirley is a great gift giver. She's gotten me a Hornets hat. What'd you give me for my birthday last year, Shirley? Hoodie. Commander's hoodie that I could not proudly wear last season, but I will this season. So, yeah, Shirley is a great gift giver, and shout out to Mark as well.
Yeah, the Nothing Bunt Cakes.
He's the desserts guy around here.
I was getting worried because normally he asks, he's like, what do you prefer? And we were updating the scrolls yesterday, and I saw Nothing Bunt Cakes, and I'm like, oh, maybe he's going to get me that since they're now a sponsor. So thankfully he did. Shout out to Mark.
Jennings Hall of Fame, the ECU baseball team, for always giving us something to be excited about this time of year.
Yeah.
Because they always bring it. And I'm very excited to see what they have in store for 2026. Should we put State in the Jennings Hall of Fame? Just they had been playing so well.
They allowed 118 points last night.
But how do you give up 118 points and lose by 40? I guess in today's age, maybe it could just be a blip on the radar. Like I feel like they could come out next game and win by 20.
Yeah.
But man, giving up 118 in a college game is crazy. Crazy work.
One last one for me, Hall of Fame, the Charlotte Hornets. Obviously, they lost last night, but the fact that they competed all the way to the end with the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference, and also they just showed how much they cared with the fighting and the brawling, because normally around this time, they're not even a thought in our minds. They're tanking. They're going for a good draft pick. And now we're talking about potential playoff spots. So Hall of Fame, Charlotte Hornets, Hall of Fame, Charles Lee, for having his guys back and trying to murder that referee last night.
Was that Musa Diabate talking? It was, right? Where he was saying he appreciated his teammates, but also the fans.
Yeah.
And the city of Charlotte for having our back. Like, it kind of made me proud. Like, I don't know if everything he said actually happened, but the way he felt, he was like the whole crowd was, had our backs, and the whole city had our backs, ready to fight. So maybe that could lead to something good, J-Bo.
Also, another Hall of Fame for the Charlotte Hornets, the Hugo Hive menu: popcorn, hot dogs, soda and water, pretzel bites, all $2.
All right. Jenny, do you have any goodies for the Super Bowl? Did y'all eat anything good?
Bunch of dips.
Skull.
I think Ellerby brought wings from Tiebreakers.
Can't beat that. We were out of town during Christmas, so we missed out on my mom makes like the meatballs, the little weenies, the dip, veggie tray, all kinds of stuff. So we did that for the Super Bowl, and it was awesome.
Nice.
And I hope this becomes a tradition. Like, I kind of want them at Christmas, but knowing I could have them for Super Bowl
You're going to
Sunday,
start skipping Christmas.
Yeah.
So you can have them in mid-February.
So we can have them in February. Hey, Hall of Fame. Shout out to my mom for putting that together. All right, Pirate baseball coming up this weekend, along with softball, tennis, and lacrosse as well. Busy weekend for ECU athletics. Looking forward to that. Jennings, what else is going on in your world?
I don't know.
It's awesome.
Depends on the day.
When are you getting hitched?
In June.
This June?
Yeah.
That's pretty close. Yeah. Well, normally you ask people when they're getting married, and they're like, 4 years
Well,
from
she's
now
engaged, so that's why.
Yeah, but like people get engaged, and they're like, oh, it's another 8 years or something.
Who the hell has done that, Jarrett?
A lot of people.
A lot of people, huh? You never know, right?
You never know.
Yeah.
You never know when somebody's really getting hitched.
Are you excited? Are you nervous? What are you?
I'm not nervous. I'm excited.
You got your dress yet?
Yeah.
Did you say yes to the dress?
I did. I said yes to the dress back in August.
Open bar?
No. Yes, I'm just kidding.
Bring your own? BYOB?
I wouldn't hate BYOB. I mean, that's frowned
I thought
upon.
you meant like the dress appointment was open bar. I was like, no.
That'd be pretty cool.
I mean, that would be great.
Is going to be the avenue I enter after my sports media career is a dress store with an open bar.
Do you have your first dance song picked out?
Yeah, we're doing Luke Combs' Better Together.
Okay, I like it. We did some Louis, Jared.
Did I say to myself, what a wonderful world.
All right, I think no further questions. What's your color? What's the wedding colors?
Light blue, a little bit of green put in there, but
Okay.
like more of a sage
A little
green.
too J.H. Rosy for me, I got to be honest. Speaking of which, Brian Weingartz will join us talking local baseball in hour 3, along with Brandon Manning and Bryce Williams. Your section buddy, Brandon Manning.
Yeah.
For
Section 110.
some Pirate baseball. We'll find out what BMann is on the grill this Friday. We will find out.
What a stupid question.
Well, okay, we'll find out what he's cooking.
What's he working on?
What you working on, BMann? We'll talk to BMann when we return. Oh, J-Bone's got to leave because this is his birthday.
Yep.
Aw.
Yep.
Hibachi?
Hibachi.
All right, enjoy.
One of those surprise dinners. Go for it.
Okay, I got it this time. Jennings, thank you. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
We'll take a time out, come back. A lot more to go. Pirate Radio Live after this.
Big news from the Rick House. The Rick House has a brand new menu that you're absolutely going to love. New on the menu are creamy garlic parm chicken pasta, crab cakes, and our new porterhouse, half filet, half strip, tender and juicy, and grilled to perfection. The Rick House is the area's bourbon authority, featuring Willet, Jefferson Tropics, and the Frank Sinatra Select by Jack Daniels. The new menu features new, lower prices. The Rick House, Red Banks Road in Greenville.
Capital Subaru of Greenville is transforming your everyday commute into something a little more extraordinary, and there's never been a better time to drive one home. From the adventure-ready Outback to the sleek and efficient Forester, they got the perfect ride for you. In addition to their great selection of new and used car inventories, the Subaru Service Center is commanded by a team of experts, handpicked for their knowledge, passion, and promise to treat every car as if it's their own. Capital Subaru of Greenville, off Memorial Drive or online at capitalsubaruofgreenville.com.
The stifling heat of summer, the bitter cold of winter. What do they have in common? The extreme temperatures of both force your home's heating and cooling system to work overtime to keep you comfortable. And that can cost you a lot of money. Fortunately, your neighbors at Greenville Utilities have several ways you can save energy. And that means saving you money on your utility bills. Just go to GUC.com and look for ways to save. That's GUC.com.
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
Looking for your new favorite hangout spot? Come on down to the Doghouse Tavern, Aiden's veteran-owned crown jewel on 2nd Street. From open mic Mondays to music bingo Thursdays, there's always something happening. Enjoy daily drink specials, one of the best bar menus around, and live music that'll keep you coming back for more. Grab your friends, kick back, and support local at the Doghouse Tavern. Check us out on Facebook to see what's on tap this week. The Doghouse Tavern, where good times and great vibes live.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon's delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue, electric, plumbing, and air.
Doug Henry of Greenville is your premier used car dealership with over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily to take care of all your needs. Doug Henry offers the best selection of used cars around, and it's easy to find right on the corner of Greenwood Boulevard and Memorial Drive. You can also find them at DougHenryofGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price. Doug Henry of Greenville.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back. Brown & Wood is your home of the best selection of GMC, Cadillac, Buick, and Mazda in eastern North Carolina since 1937. Shop their entire inventory online at brownandwoodauto.com or visit them on Greenville Boulevard. Brown & Wood, Greenville's #1 dealership and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's your host, Clip Rock.
Back with you, Hour 3, Pirate Radio Live. BMann, Brandon Manning here because it is baseball time in Greenville, North Carolina. So the Pirates get underway this week against the Musketeers of Xavier. What's up, Brandon?
What's going on, Clipper?
I'm fired up. So I told Mully earlier, I'm not only excited that baseball's back, but also I'm tired of previewing it. I feel like we've turned over just about every rock at this point.
Oh, yeah. I mean, but there's so much leading up. It's like everything else other than baseball, then it's baseball time, in my opinion. I mean, it can't get any more exciting of a time of year than me.
And it cannot get any more exciting than Bryce Williams coming in hot. What's up, Bryce?
Hey.
Brandon was talking about your appearance earlier and how
It's like a big and tall section of Abercrombie and Fitch.
This is Marshwear, bro. And Carhartt.
Can I not give you a compliment? When you were walking, I couldn't tell, bud.
He was trying to say you
said you look like a big Abercrombie model, man. What's going on? Daggum.
Well, thanks, B-Man. I appreciate that. My bad. I had no.
Are we going to break? Oh, okay.
Hit the space bar, Avery. I'm joking.
All right. We'll talk some baseball real quick. Bryce, did you watch Super Bowl 60?
I did.
You sound disappointed. Oh, in the game.
Yeah.
Not the outcome? Or did you care?
I didn't care that heavily. Not that heavily.
It was two dominant defenses for a lot of it, especially Seattle.
Yeah.
And then the offenses got going a little bit in the second half, but man.
It was just, there was no excitement.
Well, neither quarterback had any time. It was...
And when Drake May made a good pass and hit they dropped passes.
Yeah.
They probably played their worst offensive game they have in a while.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Kenneth Walker looked good, and outside of that, no offensive player.
He dropped passes too. They even talked about, Kenneth Walker can run, but he can't block and he can't catch.
Yeah,
they called him Chris Collinsworth.
Yeah.
I said, man, why don't you just throw up on him?
But he did plenty of running. Won Super Bowl MVP. Honestly, I thought the kicker should have won Super Bowl MVP.
Honestly, I mean, you get handed the ball 100 times.
So he can't kick the ball until he gets down there in Walker's defense. But I mean, how many times do they get down there? There's no putting the ball in without that guy.
Yep.
I mean, he was on point.
I will say, I think I didn't say this during the year, but I'll say it after the year. The best team in the NFL won the Super Bowl this year.
Does that normally how that goes?
No,
not every year.
Really?
I mean, sometimes a team has one good game in like the AFC series and AFC Championship series, and they beat the team that was probably the best team.
Yeah.
When the Giants won twice against the Patriots, they were certainly not the best team.
No.
Who was the best team in the NFL this year?
The Seahawks.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, totally.
But now I'm looking.
Like who was?
Now I'm looking it up to see who won that was not the best team.
Buffalo Bills. Oh, this year the Bills were pretty good this year, right?
Yeah, I think. Clip.
The Seahawks were the best team in the league this year.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not debating that, but he was talking about other good teams that.
I'm looking for other Super Bowl winners that were not the best team.
Who do you think?
I think the Giants are the perfect example.
The Rams from a few years ago.
Maybe when the Broncos beat the Panthers, Peyton Manning was a shell of himself. They had a good defense, but I don't know if they were the best team. The Panthers were 15-1 in the regular season that year.
Yeah, a lot of 5-yard outs for that game.
All All right, but anyway, there is your Super Bowl.
Button
Super
hooks.
Bowl.
So that is over, and now it's time for baseball.
I know. Heard BMann say, "Oh, I know most exciting time of the year." I mean, I love ECU baseball.
Well, I disagree with that.
I
too.
disagree.
But everybody has their own.
You want to cheer for ECU basketball?
No.
So
you don't need to throw any stones at them.
No, they're playing hard. I will give them all the credit.
They throw enough stones at the rim as it is. See, I didn't need to say that.
Avery, where you at, man? You got to have that tuned up. Right?
It's frustrating, man. I wish it was different, but unfortunately, it is not.
Kim and Neil's girls are playing good. They're a pleasure to watch.
Where's your boy Chilius at these days? See, Utah?
Utah.
I just bet against them. They got Houston tonight.
Ooh.
Good luck.
Shoot him a text message.
Give him a good luck text and tell him Houston is a beast. I love watching the Houston. You won't believe this, Brandon, knowing me growing up. Because Carolina Duke was everything to me growing up.
It really was. You didn't watch the game the other night, did you?
Not a single second. I watched every second of Houston BYU Saturday night because I love watching Houston basketball.
I did watch the game, and you know what? And a lot of Carolina fans are probably going to disagree. Best job Hubert Davis has done of coaching in the end of a game. Typically, the Carolina way, I'm not calling timeouts. I'm going to save them. He called timeouts. John Shire waited and burnt time off the clock where he could have had a few more seconds, in my opinion, to do something. And, man, I think Hubert Davis coached them to a win the other night. I think he did pretty good. I mean, give him credit.
Well, I'll just say, as a non-biased guy, I love that it ended that way, and now that it's still a rivalry despite what college sports is today, and it sets up for a great rematch in Cameron Indoor.
Oh, yeah, I think it's great. And ultimately, I joked with somebody. I said, I think it's better that Carolina beat Duke this year one time. They're like, wow, man. I said, well, it's probably saved Hubert Davis's job. Now Duke can start getting more recruits in for the next 3 years.
Okay. So, see, you always got to look glass half full. All right, Brandon, we're going to start. I haven't even told you this yet. I don't know if Mark did. New segment. We'll start it next week. Okay. 3 up, 3 down.
Okay.
With Brandon Manning from Farm Bureau Insurance. We will talk about 3 positives from the East Carolina Baseball Week and maybe 3 things. And if there aren't 3 negatives, we could go elsewhere with it. We could go a negative at the ballpark, a negative for another baseball.
Price of peanuts goes up.
Well, but 3 up, 3 down will begin next week.
All right.
Well, but let's go ahead and do 3 up because we don't have any 3 downs right now. So let's go 3 up for ECU baseball preseason. 3 things you are excited about. What's number 1 on your docket? And I'll help out if you want me to.
It's not 30 degrees.
Okay. I mean, we're going to have some pretty decent opening day weather, hopefully.
I was driving through the other day, and we went by the Pitt field. They were playing Lewisburg. That's typically their rival at Pitt Community. That was when I was there anyway. And I watched the guys literally. They were stepping in ice in the bullpens and stuff. It was just cold out there. I felt bad for them. So it's not going to be cold.
All right. Number 2.
Coach Chili says, thank you. We're going to need it.
You're not going to get that anywhere else, folks.
No. Number 2. Right now, I don't think we're missing any players. Officially.
Okay.
Has anybody come out and say we're not playing?
We've talked some about Braxton Trammell, and I don't know about his availability.
But it has not been officially put out there.
Not yet.
So I'm still saying we're positive that it haven't come out and he's had anything major happen.
But it sounds like we don't have a Towers or Antolik situation from last year, which is a good thing.
Exactly.
Where we were kind of iffy, but it was trending towards we may not see them, and I don't know of anything like that for this year's team.
And
so health is a positive, weather is a positive. What else?
Health's positive, weather's positive, and right now we're let me see, we're as close as everybody else is to going to Omaha.
I like that we have some unknowns, but instead of being negative unknowns, like who's your starting quarterback, or we have like positive unknowns, like who's going to be our Saturday Sunday guy, who's our midweek starter, who's starting,
and it's because of so many options.
Exactly.
There's a lot of options out there right now. There's a lot of, I guess, your unknowns, or if you want to talk about your 3 downs, is there are a few hey, we don't know what we're going to do yet. So the first probably week or two, we're going to try some guys at different things.
I don't think that's a negative, though.
No. Like last year, Braden didn't start off as the leadoff hitter. He started off not even playing that much, playing here, playing there, and worked his way into what it was. And Irby started off bad and worked his way to what it was. I mean, I think that we know that situation, but, you know, the Saturday and Sunday starter thing could be an issue, but I think this is a good weekend for us to figure that out. I mean, Xavier's going to come in here. They have a very, very tough schedule, and we're just the start of it. So they have a good coach, good schedule. They got some local guys that have transferred there. They got a couple of guys that transferred from Wake Forest. There's a guy from Chapel Hill that was somewhere and transferred the two up there. Got a lot of Southern guys, which is what typically you want to see, and a couple of guys from Michigan who's good, come from good baseball pedigree these days too. So I think it's going to be a good weekend series for us to try out some guys, but at the same time get some good competition.
Bryce, certainly when the weather warms up, but good spot to take Davis and wear him out, run him around out of the ballpark.
Oh, yeah.
You think about that this year.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Might have to look into that maybe when it gets a little warmer.
I know you're not a baseball guy, but you are a Pirate. And I said earlier that, like, I like the sport of football and basketball more than the sport of baseball.
Yep.
However, ECU baseball is different than any other sport on campus because of the culture. That word's overused, but because of the community feel.
It is a cult-like following.
it is.
Yeah. I mean,
and Cliff is one of us, so we feel a little bit closer to the team and to him than we do other programs. I will say, man, Blake Harrell's pulling. He's not Cliff, but he's close. He's the way he can rally people, the way how genuine he is. It's got a similar feel, but nothing, Brandon. I mean, you know this is like ECU baseball.
No, nothing at all. I mean, in getting to Blake Harrell. I remember when Skip, I was in school when Skip was there, and Skip used to come into the dugout at ECU. Just hey, this kind of goofy kind of guy.
Well, I know Cliff is a big Blake Harrell guy.
Oh yeah, man,
you might see some of that again.
That's awesome, and I think that's the way it should be.
Yeah.
I think True and Mike Schwartz came a few times, brought some basketball players last year. Didn't work. I remember Mason Garcia when he was being recruited came, and because I coached Mike Houston's son, they were just walking by, and he stopped at a tailgate, and I met Mason Garcia that day, and I was like, hey, man, I expect big things out of you. Turns out
How'd it go?
Not too good.
I remember being at a game, and Lebo brought the Martin twins. They transferred from state, ended up going to New Mexico, ended up playing in the NBA, one for the Hornets, one for the Heat. But I remember brought them on a visit, and we didn't get them.
No.
Unfortunately.
But Bam Adebayo had a visit to ECU, and everybody's like, yeah, local boy, and didn't.
And then the lights cut out. That was the game where we had a light delay in Minges when we had Bam Adebayo, NBA
not
All-Star.
They can't afford the light bill, can't afford the NIL.
Well, and then like a couple of days later, I saw a picture of him and John Calipari sitting in a golf cart, and was like, yeah, Bam Adebayo is not coming to East Carolina. He is a Kentucky Wildcat. All right, let's take a break. Still to come, we got Brian Weingartz joining us. We'll go Pirate Radio Outdoors when we return, see what's going on with Bryce Williams, and have more for you. Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this timeout.
Big news from the Rick House. The Rick House has a brand new menu that you're absolutely going to love. New on the menu are creamy garlic parm chicken pasta, crab cakes, and our new porterhouse, half filet, half strip, tender and juicy, and grilled to perfection. The Rick House is the area's bourbon authority, featuring Willet, Jefferson Tropics, and the Frank Sinatra Select by Jack Daniels. The new menu features new, lower prices. The Rick House, Red Banks Road in Greenville.
Jeff Stein here at Brownwood Buick GMC. Pirate Nation, get ready. It's baseball season. You got hot dogs, apple pies, and GMCs. That's right, GMC 1500s. You got 0% or 20% off. $11,549 off when you have a trade-in, and we have over 50 to choose from. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer. Only at Brown & Wood, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Looking for friendly service and hometown convenience? Make it Country Mart in Pitt County. With 2 great locations already serving our community, Country Mart is your one-stop shop for fresh hot food, cold drinks, snacks, fuel, and everyday essentials, all with the fast, friendly service you can count on. And we're growing. A brand new location is coming soon on Highway 11 right across from Aiden Crifton High School. From breakfast biscuits to afternoon pick-me-ups and the best fuel prices in town, Country Mart keeps Pitt County moving. Country Mart, local, convenient, and always friendly.
Beauty Bar MediSpa specializes in non-surgical aesthetics. Our expert team of licensed professionals are dedicated to offering personalized solutions. Allow us to introduce you to the Toro, an inclusive skin revitalizing laser treating hyperpigmentation as well as tattoo removal, and the detoxifying carbon laser facial, perfect for acne-prone skin, with 10% off our hydrofacial services. Not sure where to start? We offer free consultations giving you the opportunity to ask questions and create a personalized plan just for you. Call Beauty Bar MediSpa today or book online at beautybarmedispa.com. 1021 Red Banks Road, Greenville. Go Pirates.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with Unshakable Builders. Now building in Sutherland Estates in Greenville and Dolostone Court in Wilson, with homes available now. And stay tuned, Cross Creek Townhomes in Greenville and Whitaker Glen in Farmville are coming soon. Browse available homes, explore floor plans, and see past projects today at unshakablebuilders.com. Have questions? Use live chat, fill out the contact form, or call the office at 814-9105. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
Overtime Tavern is the place to be for great food, cold drinks, and all your game day action with over 10 TVs. Swing in today and try a mouth-watering burger, glizzies, wings, or check out their daily specials featuring some of the best items on the menu. OT's has a weekly lineup of entertainment starting Tuesday with Singo, Wednesday is sports trivia with Clip Brock, and Thursday's local acoustic acts playing the tunes. OT's is located on Charles Boulevard across from the Sheets and is open daily from 11 a.m. to midnight. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern.
Winter is here, but Stroud's Marine in Greenville is still your go-to spot for your boat projects and repairs. Now's the perfect time to get your boat ready for when the warm weather comes. Don't wait till spring. They've got you covered with outboard parts at great prices. Plus, they're running clearance sales on select items, so you can get ready for next season without breaking the bank. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Strouds Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
Oh, dude, that home run just busted your windshield.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
You're not worried about it?
Yeah, I've got Brandon Manning and Farm Bureau Insurance.
Hey, Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates.
This is Carson Wissenhunt, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Are you in the market for a member-focused local credit union or making a switch from your existing one? Then explore First Flight Credit Union with branches across eastern North Carolina where all residents are membership eligible. Members experience in-person service, competitive savings and loans rates, and everything from automobile, boat, and home loans. They've got you covered. Stop by one of their local branches today or visit efirstflight.com. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. We'll go Pirate Radio Outdoors, presented by Stroud's Marine in just a moment. But first, a little on this day in sports history. Brought to you by Ron Ayers Motorsports. Avery and Josiah, I'll ask you a question in a moment. Brandon, this one's for you. On this day in 2011, this, I don't know if legendary is the word, but he was there a long time. Coach resigned from the Utah Jazz. Do you remember the winning Jazz coach for all those years?
George Karl?
No.
No, Supersonics.
Yeah. Jerry Sloan.
Jerry Sloan
is the answer.
Yeah.
All right, young guys. On this day in 2008, This Oklahoma running back was named Pro Bowl MVP. This running back from Oklahoma who had a long career in the NFL.
AP.
Adrian Peterson is correct. Well done.
I hear you, Avery. Avery's like, it's cool.
AP. On this day in 2007, this Heisman Trophy winning quarterback from USC was the Pro Bowl MVP.
What year did you say?
2007, Pro Bowl MVP, played at USC. He was not a lefty.
Not a lefty.
He's a righty. Played against the Panthers in the NFC Championship in 2015 for the Cardinals.
No.
That would be Carson Palmer.
Wow.
Carson Palmer. All right. 2002, this Philadelphia native was the NBA All-Star Game MVP, played in Philadelphia.
AI?
No, he didn't play for the Sixers, but was born there, went to high school there, had ties there. Played for the Lakers. Kobe Bryant.
Kobe?
Yeah. Kobe.
Kobe Bean.
Kobe Bean. Anything else? Anything else? Ooh, that's not a good one. Mike Tyson.
No.
What 76ers player, Brandon, was the All-Star Game MVP in Charlotte in 1991? This was before he played for the Suns and Rockets.
Charles Barkley.
Sir Charles is correct. All right.
The Suns gave it away.
Lenny Wilkins. This former Virginia Cavalier center was the All-Star Game MVP in 1985 on this day.
Ralph Sampson?
Correct. Brandon showing off his trivia. Brought to you by Ron Ayers Motorsports, Greenville's go-to place for top-tier motorcycles, ATVs, side-by-sides, power equipment, and more since 1975. Stop by their 30,000 square foot store featuring Honda, Suzuki, Kawasaki, and much more, all backed by Ron Ayers' 50-plus years of trusted service. Go see the great Jimmy Stallings and his team today. Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville. All right, let's go Pirate Radio Outdoors with Bryce Williams. Bryce, it's boy, what a nice day today.
It was a nice day. It'd be a nice day to fish.
Yeah. You done anything this past week? This cold weather week?
Not too much. Obviously, our beloved trout have had quite the stun. So as far as the harvest of trout, can't do that till June 30th because a lot of them have died. And so I haven't done that.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. That, you know,
they're dead.
I love that Bryce.
I'd like to know if all of them are dead.
Bryce always has the shortest mic, and he's the tallest guy we have in the studio.
How does that work?
Anyway.
But yeah, so that's obviously trout fishing is probably going to be on a little bit of a funk the next few weeks. I mean, they're obviously still the ones that survive, so maybe I'll pursue those maybe into March or so.
Shad?
I mean, maybe if the opportunity arises, but if I got some free time, I may try and shoot something or something that brings.
Shad's a local thing.
It's a local, yeah. I mean, people get hyped up about it for sure.
What are you shooting in February?
Rabbits are available, so I'll either go to Lewisburg with J-Bone and his grandpa.
Oh yeah, right down the road, right?
Or maybe BMann one day. You know, maybe before the season's out,
You got a new job now. During the week, it's gonna have to.
I know. I'm gonna be a weekend warrior. That and
what do you eat with rabbit? How do you prepare a rabbit, Bryce?
What do you say? Probably just stew. You could do like a
you can stew, put in some gravy,
or probably
there was a church group out of New Bern that just put it on Facebook. They cooked like 40 rabbits in a big cast iron pot deal, and it was a big stew, and it actually looked good.
You can almost do like a dumpling rabbit deal, or you can go more of like the stew type route.
Rabbit salad, like chicken salad, that actually is good.
Really?
Yes.
You've had that.
I have.
You just sort of steam it, debone it, and all that.
Rabbit salad.
You boil it like you boil a chicken, just take it off the bone, and you got enough Duke's mayonnaise and sweet pepper sweet pickles.
True.
But rabbit would be good. But to do that, and outside of that, and looking ahead to trying to schedule things and fishing. Not too much. It's been a little quiet.
Well, Bryce is a big prepper, so it's prep the boat, it's always prep the boat season.
Do you winterize?
No, because I fish during the winter. So
do you fish enough during the winter?
Oh yeah. If the didn't have a trout kill, I'd be fishing.
Why you gotta be so condescending, Brandon?
I typically
because
once a week.
It's the thing.
Once every other week. No, I don't waste time winterizing just because I use it literally. I use it bare minimum probably once a month to twice a month, upwards into 3 times a month at least.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't worry about that.
StroudsMarine.com.
That's where I was going with that.
You can check out everything they have to offer. Motors, power heads, lower units. Don't forget the propellers.
I want to somebody
full motors. Full motors. Got some good deals.
I want to see. I'm curious if any of our listeners have utilized our man Caleb. I'd love to know.
I talked to Jimmy about a boat trailer for my dad.
Yeah,
but we haven't finalized that yet. I gotta get with him.
He did. I think he was selling one.
Yeah, I know. That was it.
Yeah.
Go see him on Ribbon Street. Stroud's Marine Parts Plus.
He's got it.
They got whatever you need. All right, Slim.
We got what you. How that rap song go?
Sing it again.
Isn't it like
you got what I need?
Something like that. Yeah.
Say he's just a friend.
Yeah.
That's the one you're doing?
Yeah.
All right, I picked up on it. I can name that tune. I can name that tune.
Who sang it, Bryce?
That's a good question.
Biz Marquis. Yeah, that's right.
R.I.P. Biz Marquis.
Yeah.
All right, Bryce, you can get out of here.
Yeah, thank y'all for having me.
We'll see you next week.
Brandon, you look great.
Appreciate it.
Oh, Jamie in the chat gang says Brandon has lost a bunch of weight. Good job.
Appreciate it, man.
That's the camera.
It does. This angle does look better.
He's on the good phone.
Yeah.
I'm on the bad one.
Who's on the Samsung?
When we return, Brian Weingartz will join us. We'll talk some couple of Winterville Little League guys talking Greenville Little League. I'm glad Brian graces us with his presence.
Hey, we can't say Winterville Little League because there's only one Little League around here. When we say Winterville Parks and Recreation,
we're gonna gang up on on Brian Weingartz.
He's on the phone, not paying me any attention in there.
Yeah, there we go.
I need to listen.
He joins us when we return. The baseball talk rolls on after these words.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
UBE and PirateWear.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
Are you looking to purchase a new home, or are you considering refinancing your current mortgage? This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Joanne Weir, at 531-1148.
Joanne Weir, in MLS 75974. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender in MLS 208516.
Need to sell your house fast without fixing or even cleaning it? Call the Turner Home Team.
Hey, this is proud ECU alumni Justin Turner with the Turner Home Team. We buy houses as is in any condition for cash, and we can close in just days. As a real estate investor and licensed agent, my team and I can give you options when you need to sell. Sell fast or sell for top dollar. You choose what's best.
Call Turner Home Team or visit theturnerhometeam.com. They'll make a no obligation cash offer for your home today.
Turner Home Team. Pirates supporting pirates.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
Capital Subaru of Greenville is transforming your everyday commute into something a little more extraordinary, and there's never been a better time to drive one home. From the adventure-ready Outback to the sleek and efficient Forester, they got the perfect ride for you. In addition to their great selection of new and used car inventories, the Subaru Service Center is commanded by a team of experts, handpicked for their knowledge, passion, and promise to treat every car as if it's their own. Capital Subaru of Greenville, off Memorial Drive or online at capitalsubaruofgreenville.com.
Enjoy the warm air circulating moments after you turn up the heat. Precise control of cooking temperatures. Enough hot water on demand for everyone's shower. The instant glow of warmth when you turn on your fireplace or fire pit. Never having to change a gas tank on your outdoor grill. Experience the affordable luxury of natural gas. Find out more at GUC.com.
This is Alex Harper, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Your dream home starts with an unshakable foundation. At Unshakable Builders, they don't just build homes, they build trust. From blueprint to keys, their expert team is with you every step of the way. You dream it, they will build it. Visit unshakablebuilders.com to start your journey home the right way. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Coming up at the end of today's show, Shirley put together a Jeff Charles montage. Lost Jeff 3 years ago, and think about him every day. I'm at this table and have the Voice t-shirt hanging up in the studio as we always think about the great, legendary lead voice, Jeff Charles, and I got a cool little 5-minute montage or so coming up at the end of today's show. Right now, Brandon Manning alongside, and we welcome in Brian Weingartz, who joins us to talk about Greenville Little League. Brian, first of all, thank you for allowing two Winterville Little League guys to join you here. I know it's a different level, but
all good. We're all in the same business.
Brandon, you know how it is. I had buddies that played in Greenville, and I was so jealous of them because they had the awesome field. We got a little box score in the paper. They got the big articles, but no, it is just awesome to have all this great baseball and softball in Pitt County for all these years, and that's still rolling on, right, Brian?
Yeah, I mean everybody in Pitt County does a pretty good job with it, and so we're just proud to be a part of it.
Well, that's a great day to have you on, because earlier today, Brian Bailey had Bryant Ward on his show, who's out at UCLA, and they're the #1 team in the country heading into this year, and Greenville Little League was brought up there. When Michael Allen announced he'd be coming back to Greenville to play ball at ECU, I asked Morgan Ehlers about it, and he said, yeah, I remember him, the baseball player.
Yeah, he was quite good.
Yeah.
He could hit it.
And one of the most athletic kids at that age I've ever seen.
And I know you guys do some of this with the hot stove, but man, Brian, the alumni that comes from Greenville Little League is pretty dang impressive, isn't it?
It really is. I mean, we've got we've had 3 or 4 that have made the major leagues over the years. I mean, going way back to like Kelly Heath and Jamie Brewington, Burt Badenhop. Alex White, so we've had a few, that have made that, and that's kind of cool.
I've had Burke on the show a few times, played middle school basketball with Burke at A.G. Cox, and had him on the show when he was a reliever for the Reds, and great guy, and glad to see his success at the next level. Let's talk about the newest class of Greenville Little Leaguers, Brian. When do folks need to register and sign up if they want to play this year?
Yeah, our dates, we start February the 19th with registration. We go 10 straight days, the 19th to the 28th, and then we have a little break between the end of registration and tryouts. Start tryouts March 10th, and that goes to the 14th, and then we have our Little League draft, and then right after that, it's on. Lots of practicing and getting ready to play.
We had Bo Batts on last week talking about the Pitt County Girls Softball League, and he said the numbers are as good as they've ever been. How about for you, Brian, when it comes to baseball? Are kids still getting out there?
Yeah, we kind of bottomed out a little bit. It didn't really have anything to do with COVID, and then we built up for a few years, and then we slipped a little bit last year. So, it kind of goes in cycles sometimes, and so if we can sign up 10 or 12 kids a day, we're doing pretty good during our registration period, and we'll be pretty happy.
Is it looking all right in Winterville, Brandon?
Yeah, it's very similar, and we were actually talking about it last night. As great as the baseball is in our area, there's other sports coming up. Lacrosse is gaining, swimming is gaining. There's actually boys volleyball now that's gaining. And all sorts of stuff. So, there's stuff out there for your kids to do.
Well, at least they're doing something.
At least they're doing something. There's stuff out there for your kids to do. Take them to do it. But the baseball you get in Pitt County is second to none in the state, in my opinion.
It really is. You see, especially when you hit June, July, and it's kind of on the front burner when you see all these all-star teams from the different places in Pitt County that are doing pretty well, and it's amazing, how good the kids are at a young age, and then it obviously translates to the high school level because high school baseball is just so good in this county.
And it's a privilege to play on that great field that you maintain, Brian. I never played there. I played one game in All Stars at Guy Smith, and I'll never forget that. It's just a historic place, and to play baseball there was, like I said, a privilege. And that can be said for what you do out there at Elm Street. So registration coming up. Anything else as far as what people need to know? How do they go about registering?
There's a few things. We were kind of talking about this before I came on the air. For our program, if a child turns 9 before the end of August, this is when we can take them. So you're thinking he's a little bit young or whatever, but we can take him at that age, and then we take anybody that lives in Pitt County, and we take anybody who's attended a school or attends a school in Pitt County, as long as they were enrolled prior to October of 2025. We can take them, and so that's kind of what we have eligibility-wise. But if you go to our website, gllbaseball.com, there's all kinds of information on there, everything you need to know to get a kid registered. And if your questions aren't answered there, then you just contact me, and my contact information is on the website, and we kind of go from there.
I've always loved the North State Tar Heel format too. There's something cool about that kind of American League, National League. Is that how many teams you're going to have this year?
Well, we'll have 16 major league teams. We always know that, and then what we have. Kids that we have in addition to once we filled our major league teams, they go to our minor league, and our minor league teams somewhere usually around 4 to 6 teams.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's a good number of teams out there for Greenville Little League, and of course the field becomes the mecca of Little League softball during the summer as well, Brian. So
yeah, that's been such a fun event. It's kind of a neat thing too. We've seen a lot of the young ladies from the Pitt County Girls Softball Little League that have had brothers that have played with us, and those girls have never had the opportunity to play at Elm Street.
Right.
And all of a sudden they get that opportunity, and that's been really neat to see that. And so that's really a great part of the year for us, when that late July, early August time frame.
I tell you what's cool, that first if you go back and look at those first years of Pitt County girls softball, that they went, and some of them, like some of the girls, Lauren Edwards, some other people around here went to high school with us. They stayed with Mike Trout, and they did stuff like that. All those people are having kids that are now doing the same thing that they did, and vice versa with baseball around here. I mean, we're now at the second and third generations of amazing baseball and softball going on around here.
Bo talked about that last week, how many daughters and family members, and Brian, you're younger than Bo Batts, but I'm sure a lot of family has come through that field on Elm Street too.
Brooks White said you're the oldest man he has to work with on a weekly basis. So.
Yeah, Brooks is my buddy.
Brian, be honest, were you nervous at all? The beautiful field you keep, the way they have to change it and everything. Were you worried anything would get messed up year one? Because now you don't worry anymore, I'm sure.
No, because you knew it had to look good for the World Series, and the old saying we have is if anything breaks at Elm Street, you want it to break during the World Series because you have somebody there in 5 minutes fixing it.
There you go. But man, it looks awesome for softball, and of course, spectacular for baseball as well. Brian Weingartz joining us. Brian, I'm a hat guy. I'm wearing my Braves hat today. I have about 5 different Braves hats, about 80 different hats overall. I respect you because you're a hat guy, but you're a Detroit hat guy, and I'm wondering how. Now that one look. I've seen you in an older Tigers hat. I feel like. How long have you had that particular hat?
This is from the MLB Classic in Williamsport.
Nice.
When they played the Yankees the summer before last.
And so how many Tigers hats do you have?
Gosh, unknown. It's a lot.
I just thought he was a big Magnum PI guy.
Maybe he is.
I grew up just north of Detroit, so I'm a big Tiger fan.
Yeah.
Signed Verlander today, so
I saw that. So one last hurrah, maybe.
Yeah, the fan base is happy.
Yeah, 1 year deal for Justin Verlander, but yeah, you'll always see him in a Tigers hat. Do you kind of wear one out and get another one, or do you have a rotation?
I rotate them.
I got you.
Yeah,
all right.
Got a bunch of them.
10-4.
Yeah.
All right, looking forward to another year of Greenville Little League baseball. Anything else we need to know, Brian?
No, just like I said, we start registration February the 19th. So if you've got a kid that's between 9 and 12 and wants to play baseball, we'd be happy to have them.
And what's the calendar like after that as far as tryouts, evaluations, draft, things like that?
We start March 10th, 10th through 14th, draft a couple days after that. I don't have it right off the top of my head, but it's a few days after that. And then we start practicing mid-March, and season starts April the 10th, and it's April, May, and June. It's pretty all-consuming, during that time. And then we city championship and pick all-star teams and finish out the summer.
I've seen Scooter at a couple of trivia nights here every now and then. How's Scott Rogers doing?
He just he was in Indianapolis the last several days at Little League Congress, and which is kind of a big thing for Little League. And I imagine he's back in Warner Robins now. I haven't heard from him much today, so I imagine he was traveling or something. But he's really doing a great job down there. I think they're really pleased with everything he's done. As far as he's kind of has to go out and try to get people to become Little Leagues in a lot of instances. People that are doing whatever it might be, a different organization or whatever, and try to get them to come on to the Little League side of things.
And I got one for you. I know you guys, year in and year out, the teams are always, Ross, Physicians East, Truist, or Lee and Harold, whoever these guys are. And there's a waiting list to be sponsors. If anybody wants to, put some sign on the wall or anything like that, you got some open spots for some of these folks?
Signs on the wall and sponsors right now, not a lot. We have a few. We're actually going to be putting up signs this weekend. That's what my wife and I are doing for Valentine's Day, is putting up advertising signs and good times.
What a stud!
and so we don't. We've pretty much got about every available flat space out there sold.
I remember during the COVID time, I was lucky enough and appreciate I called a couple of games with Troy and with others. Do you guys still utilize any cameras, YouTube, anything like that now?
We stream games from Elm Street. But
okay.
We don't do announcers just because you just had to line people up all the time.
But you do have the stream for folks that can't get there.
It's a 2-camera stream. It's not bad. I mean, it has it's automated, so like has a center field camera like you'd watch on a traditional baseball game. Then when the guy hits the ball, it goes up high and shows where everybody's going, that kind of thing.
Excellent. Awesome stuff. Well, Brian, appreciate you, man. Thanks for hanging out. You got any other things we need to know, just let us know, and we'll get you back on, man.
I appreciate you guys having us on. It's a big deal for us to kind of get the word out.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much.
Brian Weingartz, Greenville Little League, joining us. BMann, we got one more segment. You in or out?
I'm probably going to bounce.
Okay.
I got to get across town, get some things going on, got some guys I got to see.
Well, tune in to Pirate Radio and check out our Jeff Charles montage coming up at the end. Oh, you got a prediction for the weekend?
3-0.
3-0. I didn't even ask you about ECU, Brian. You fired up for another year of Pirate baseball?
Just trying to get through basketball season and keep keeping up all the points.
That's right, Brian. You can see him at the scorers table. Keeping up with Jordan Riley's points has been a challenge because he's been awesome. The other guys.
I feel like I had a part in that National Player of the Week because I wrote down like 37 of those points, I think. So.
There you go.
Which game? He had like 36 and then 37 back-to-back nights.
He's been awesome. Yeah. So you'll be at Minji's tomorrow night?
I will be there.
Yes, sir. All right, Brandon, you got 3-0 this weekend?
3-0 this weekend. Going to be a good weekend. I'm hoping they keep out everything, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But I would be on the lookout for a switch to a Saturday doubleheader.
What are you cooking Friday?
I don't know. Opening day, I don't have the full crew with me, and it's the middle of the afternoon game. I'm gonna wait for my main man to get out of school. Maybe get him early out of school again because it is a holiday.
Yeah.
So I might take it easy on that, and then Saturday, I'm thinking candlelight dinner at in the parking lot with my wife.
That is beautiful. That's a beautiful thing.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right.
It's not putting up signs on a fence, romantic, but
Yeah, I got to figure out what I'm going to do with all. That's two great ideas there. We'll take a break, come back. Got our Jeff Charles montage coming up to wrap up the show after this.
This is Caleb Reynolds, lead minister at Eastern Pines Church, and I'd love to invite you to join us this Sunday at 9 and 10:30 at 3380 Portertown Road in Greenville. At Eastern Pines Church, you'll find real people, uplifting worship, and a place where your family can grow in your faith. Come see what God is doing right here in Greenville. We'd love to welcome you home at Eastern Pines Church. Visit easternpineschurch.com for more information.
Church services brought to you by S&K Trapping, East Coast Grading, Gregory Pool, Driven Details, East Coast Access, Cardinal Lock and Key, and RentAFishTank.com.
Hey, Pirate Nation, Lindsay Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon's delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue electric, plumbing, and air.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is Down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's new weekly lunch specials are here and only for $8.99. Stop by Monday through Friday and enjoy chicken and pastry, spaghetti, meatloaf, hamburger, steak, and everyone's favorite fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks with friends. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at David Price Construction. BabyPriceConstruction.com. Go Pirates.
If you're looking to make someone's day a little sweeter, Nothing Bundt Cakes has the perfect treat. From our bite-sized buntinis to our delicious 8 and 10-inch Bundt Cakes, every cake is baked fresh daily and topped with our signature cream cheese frosting. Birthdays, celebrations, office treats, or just because. There's always a reason for a Bundt Cake. Come see us in Greenville in the Law Promenade Shopping Center near Longhorn and let us help you share a little joy, one bunt at a time. Nothing Bundt Cakes. Make life a little sweeter every day.
Phelps Chevrolet is the dealer to see for a car or a truck or an SUV. The best service and quality. That's the Phelps guarantee. Phelps Chevrolet, the name you can trust. Phelps Chevrolet, you can count on us. The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one. It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can Series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Carolina Eagle Distributing is celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. For 150 years, Budweiser has been the heart of America beer culture, bringing people together across generations. Cheers to 150 years. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989.
What's going on, y'all? This is your man, Petey Pablo, and right now you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. Raise up!
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. It was a mixed day for the stock market today. The Dow was up 52 points. It closed at 50,188. The NASDAQ, however, dropped 136 points at 23,102. The S&P also slipped 23 points at 6,941. That is your Wells Fargo Advisors Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Been a baseball-heavy Tuesday if you missed it. Brian Bailey had Billy O'Connor, Xavier head coach, on earlier. Also, Pirate alum Bryant Ward, who is now a coach at UCLA. You can hear that on the Brian Bailey Show. We talked to Mully, Hour 1, along with Aaron Fitt. Also, Brandon Manning joining us. A lot of Pirate baseball talk on this Tuesday. If you missed it, you can check it out, Pirate Radio TV on YouTube. Buccaneer Music Hall Scoreboard presented by Da Buck. Great score from earlier today over in Italy as the USA women's hockey team beat Canada 5-0. Second straight day with a 5-0 win for the USA women. Coming up tonight in hoops, pick of the day yesterday was Con-Knipple 4 threes. That hit. Tonight, it's an auto bet.
Knipple?
Thank you. It's an auto bet. Houston's playing, so bet on Houston and take the under. I've got, and it looks like the line has gone down a little bit. I got it at 17.5. It's 16.5 now. I don't like that, but I have under 143.5, and that's now 141.5. That's dropped a full 2 points, so at least I got a good number there. But Houston, the number 3 team in the country, is at Utah. ACC action tonight, Virginia on the road at Florida State. North Carolina on the road at Miami. And Duke has Pittsburgh, that one on the road as well. Could there be an upset in the ACC tonight? 3 ranked teams on the road. Good one in the Big Ten. Purdue at Nebraska. Nebraska, a narrow favorite there. Vandy on the road at Auburn tonight. Vandy, a road favorite. BYU is a road favorite tonight. A lot of road favorites. BYU minus 2.5 at the Baylor Bears. Illinois, a number 8 in the country, double-digit favorites over Wisconsin tonight. And Iowa State, number 5 in the country, 7.5-point favorites at TCU. I told Zach to find a winner. A little nervous, but he says Washington State plus 21.5 at Gonzaga. Last time these two teams played, Washington State lost by 21. If they do that tonight, it would be a winner. If you take the Cougars, that's coming up at 11 o'clock tonight. All right, we are wrapping up the show here 5 minutes early because Shirley Rhodes put together a Jeff Charles montage and a Jeff Charles tribute. So many clips. We've got so many more we didn't include here, but wanted to at least celebrate the Voices life a little bit on this February 10th. So for Shirley Rhodes, Avery, Josiah, Zach, and the Jackman, I'm Clip Brock. We will talk to you Wednesday on Pirate Radio Live. Enjoy some great Jeff Charles moments.
Hi, this is Jeff Charles, and welcome to A Visit with the Voice. Play action, they're going deep down the sideline, up for grabs. He catches the football. Touchdown, Pirates. Give it to Marvin Towns. Marvin breaking tackles. He's in. Touchdown, Pirates. Ball down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. Oh, my God. Pirates win. You can paint this one purple.
And they got a chance to stay in the game. And you know what? When a team is down this thing, it's Clip to stay focused and to stay confident. So that helped them in this game. If they're off to a good
All right, I believe Jeff Charles is using a different phone, which is why you hear it sounds like you keep hitting buttons, Jeff. I know you're not doing it on purpose.
Ron Robinson White will inbound.
Oh, wow.
He inbounds it to Suggs. He'll take the shot. It's up and down! At the buzzer! At the buzzer! Brandon Suggs has hit the shot! And they storm the floor! Rolling right. Wilson stops. Has time. Looks in the end zone. It's picked off! Picked off by David Magazu! Pirates win! You can paint this one purple! Snap back. And it's blocked by the Pirates! It's picked up! T.J. Lee picks it up! It scores! No flags! Touchdown, Pirates! No flags on the field! T.J. Lee blocks the punt! Van Pelt looking left, still looking left. In the pocket, time running out. 2 seconds, 1 second, it's caught. Time runs out! Time runs out! You can paint this one purple! There we go. Here's Troy. He's at the 20, 15, 10. Tony Collins is 5 yards behind him, and Troy wins by 5 yards. That was my prediction. I said, Tony, you need to give him only a 5-yard head start, but Troy wins the race by 5 yards in something that we'll always forget. 2004 marked a comeback, and it began with another album, Still Writing in My Diary, second entry. It was released, and the lead single, Freak-a-Leak, became a hit. 9 seconds to go. Miguel Paul's got the ball up top. Miguel keeps the dribble alive. Here's Miguel with it. Gives it to Richmond. 3 is up. And good! At the buzzer! At the buzzer! Hakeem Richmond hits the shot. At
What
the
a
buzzer.
shot!
Unbelievable!
What a shot, Jeffrey!
Jeff Blake brings him out. I formation. Receivers left and right. Gets the snap back. Rolls right on the option. Looking for the end zone. Fakes the pitch. Dive. He's in. 2-point conversion. Jeff Blake. 2-point conversion. Oh, my.
How do you know all this about the Kardashians?
It's the only reality show that I watch. And I tell people that, and they look at me like I'm nuts. You don't watch the Kardashians. I said, yeah, I kind of got hooked on them about a year ago.
I was shocked you just said that you watched the Kardashians.
Everybody says that. Jeff Charles watches the Kardashians? Are you kidding me?
I would have never guessed it.
That's my break. I know I'm getting older, guys, because I like the mom better than the daughters. Colo gives it up to Prince Williams. They're on their feet, and Williams are in Avengis Coliseum. They're going to count it down. 3, 2, 1. You can paint this one purple. It's over. And the Pirates are going to the championship game of the CIT tournament. Far hash mark. Good spot. Ball is down. The kick is up. The kick is up. And the kick is good. He did it. He did it. Owen Dapper kicked a 54-yard field goal. You can paint this one purple. My goodness. Moves somebody in. Rejects it. Right into the cheerleaders and almost into the first row. And it goes to 0. Buzzer. Game over. You can paint this one purple. The Pirates have beaten the 5th-ranked team in America, the Houston Cougars, by 9 points. They're going to try a field goal. They're going to try and tie this thing. A 49-yard field goal attempt. They wouldn't fake it here, would they? No. 49-yard field goal attempt. Damon Hartman will play for the tie. The Wolfpack will play for the tie, folks. Hartman will kick it. It is up, and it is no good. Pirates win. You can paint these peaches purple. Oh, my. It came down to the last play one more time.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington,